Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah,
okay, then. So today is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to do, an actual Fire Emblem game, like something like that, but I didn't have anything really set up, and I'm kind of feeling burnt out of Engage, or at least the All Mage run. I don't know. I feel like it might be because of the mods, but I mean the mods didn't really help a whole lot. But I might continue that at some point, but for now I'm just not going to. Maybe whenever I'm back in my normal setup, I might. But for now we're just going to do my Barracks showcase. I wanted to do a Barracks showcase a little while ago, and I did all of the reds. I recorded all of the reds. I think I did. I don't actually remember it, but I'm pretty sure I recorded it, all the reds, and it was over an hour long. And I was like, I want to do one. I can't remember. I wanted to do at some point a video for each color. And after seeing how long that one was, I'm like, I'm going to have to cut down a lot. And if I don't cut down any much, it's going to be a long video. So I'm like, yeah, we're just not going to do that. So I'm just going to go with, I don't know if I should do them by obtained or by just their colors and stuff. I know nothing about this. I should have looked at somebody else's video about whenever they did a Barracks showcase, but like I haven't. So we'll just go ahead and do it, I guess. I could start off with the Azuras, but I could also just start off here. So let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. A little less than 30 times 5. A little less than 150. Or maybe a little more. No, a little less than 150 units that are not 5 stars currently. Hang on just a second. I think I forgot to do something in my Barracks. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All fixed now. Okay. I had one of the units in my Barracks, I had the wrong favorite on them. And I was going to do that for a separate video in the future. So very, very specific about what I was going to do. But anyways, we can just go ahead and start this because I've got about 700 5 stars to get through. I think I'll skip like the ones that are duplicates. Like for instance, this Regan down here. This is the neutral Regan that you get for free, and then I summoned a couple extra Regans. That's that button, okay. I've got a new mouse, so I'm not entirely used to where the buttons are placed just yet. I just started using this mouse a few days ago. Like on Friday or Saturday, I think, actually. And today's Tuesday, so I haven't actually... And I didn't get to use it much on Sunday. So, like, really, yesterday's really been the only day I've gotten to use my mouse a whole lot. But one of my mouse buttons...
activates my voice changer. And right now I have it set to this.
But anyways, so first up, we have the pretty standard Alphonse. I haven't really done anything for him. I gave him Bowbreaker, I guess. I don't remember why. And he has his Refine. And we have Henriette. She has her Refine. And she has her basic kit. If anybody has like specialized kits, I'll go more in depth in them. But for the most part, these guys will just have their basic kits and then occasionally a Refine, like Gunthra here. If I got more New Year's Gunthras, I would probably invest in her kit a bit more because Gunthra is my favorite Fire Emblem Heroes character. But since I don't have more than just the 2 Gunthras, I'm not going to right now because she doesn't have very good stats. Then we have Freed. He's got his basic stuff. Then we have Moosebell. I haven't leveled him up yet. Legyarn. She's +2. She's one of my favorites as well. I think my 3rd favorite Fire Emblem Heroes character. She's behind Triandra. She's +2, and she's got her basic kit and stuff. Then we have Levatine. She's +3 because I've gotten a lot of her. She's got her basic kit, I'm pretty sure. Lif. He's got his basic kit except for his rally skill. Actually, does he have rally speed defense plus? No, I just gave him... Oh, apparently he has a special skill. A unique special skill. And I didn't know that until just now. And... Wait, is this new from his remix? Because this is for his remix. And this is for his remix. Okay, well, apparently Leaf has some more stuff that I didn't even realize about. Then we have the Leaf and Thracier duo with their basic kit. Then we have Rearmed Leaf with his basic kit. I don't think I've foddered him yet. I think I still have that. Then we have Mirabilis. She's +1 with her basic stuff, I'm pretty sure. Plumeria, I don't think. I guess I haven't summoned more than the 1 Plumeria, so she's not merged. We have the neutral Regan and then the +1 Regan already. New Year's Fafnir. He's neutral. I don't remember if that was from an orb pack or the 40th summon, or if I summoned him like this. It's been a little while since New Year Fafnir was around. Then we have a +1 Marth that I haven't done anything with. We have Legendary Marth, Brave Marth, which I got the Forma Soul for because I didn't have Brave Marth yet. We have Male Chris, who's neutral. Pretty sure I got him for the 40th summon or something like that. I don't know. Kane. I wanted to build a Kane at some point, so I leveled up, or I 5-starred my plus attack Kane that I've had forever. But I haven't done anything with him yet. Luke. We have a +1 Sheeta, which I haven't done anything with. We have a +1 Young Sheeta with her basic kit. Astrum, I haven't done any. He's level 1. I have a +10 Paula, which I need to do more with her kit right now. Her kit's kind of eh. Then we have a +2 Spring Paula because of the Forma Soul. Would have been +1 if it wasn't for the Forma, which her Forma was a while ago, which is why she doesn't have those good of skills on. If she shows up around again and I decide to go for her again with the Forma Soul, she'll have better skills, but I don't know if I will do that. And then we have Rickard. I'm pretty sure he's a Tempest Trials unit because he wasn't on the Thief banner. I don't know what he has, but I haven't leveled him up yet. A +2 Young Tiki. A +1 Katarina. +1, +2. I knew it was +2. I knew it was either +1 or +2. Shut up. Okay, you know what? We're just going to do this so I don't accidentally do that. The first 4 units will be right there. And then we have Malice. We have a +3, +2 I'm really trying to like remember what all of my units are merged at, but it's kind of difficult when you have so many. Brave Alm, a +1, 2 Gray. I'm off by 1. I'm pretty sure Celica's +3. Yeah, Fallen Celica's +3 or 4. 5. I was wrong on both accounts. Oh, it was 4 until I got the other Forma Soul because I had the original Forma for her, and then I got the second Forma for her, which is why she has a Tech Speed Hex Blade and it's Repel 4 and Times Pulse 4 and she has other stuff, but anyways, +3 for Brave Celica. Saber, +1 Echoes Paula, which could be +2 if I remembered to merge into the Forma Paula. I forgot about that. So a lot of these units are recent, not a lot, but a few of these units are recent, so I haven't foddered them, combat manualed them, or merged them yet, and Echoes Paula is one of them. There's also Echoes Catria. She's got her basic stuff. Got Conrad, Valentine's Conrad, Halloween Duma, and Milla with their basic kit. I kind of forgot I have them because I never use armored units. Then we have a +2. Yep, +2 Sigurd. Did I combat manualed the Resplendent one, the Resplendent copy that you get for free. I don't remember if I merged him or not. But anyways, Bridal Sigurd and Deirdre. Legendary Sigurd +1. I don't even remember getting a +1, which is why I just assumed it was +1. I just remember getting one. I don't remember getting more than one Legendary Sigurd. That's why I just assumed it was +1, because if I remembered more than one, then it would be at least 2, most likely. And then we have 2 Brigids. I don't know what to do. I don't know which one to keep. And she doesn't have. She used to have decent fodder back when I got them, which is why I debated doing that. And I'm still like hesitant to do anything with either of them, which is why I still have both of the Brigids. I haven't combat manualed either of them, and I haven't foddered off or merged them or anything like that. I could merge into this one because she's plus defense, but I haven't done that yet. We have a +2, 3 Aira. I'm always off by 1, usually. Plus speed with her basic stuff. I haven't even refined her thing yet. Then we have a Nand with her basic stuff. We have a +2, +1 Eldigan. Wait, really? I only summoned 1 Eldigan before the Resplendent? I thought I had 2. Well, anyways, then we have Sylvia, we have a Legendary Seliph, we have a Larce, who is level 1 because this one I got from a free summon, I believe, last month or at the beginning of this month. Here's a little bit of a spoiler. What have I gotten so far? It was the beginning of this month. I got a Larce. And so my old Larce, I turned into a combat manual. I haven't foddered yet. And this one I will level up eventually. Then we have a +2, +1 Shanann. I'm always off by 1 if I'm not on. And then we have Fallen Julia. We have Lean Julius, who's level 1. Hilda. We have a +4. 5. I was gonna say 5. Okay. +5 Leaf. We have an Avel. We have a Fallen Merida. We have a regular Merida. We have an Ascended Merida. Oh, lots of Meridas. And then we have a +4. 6. I was off by 2. I forgot. I guess I merged all of my Reinhardts into this one because I used to have like 1 or 2 not merge into this, but I didn't remember. Speedheart is what I wanted to do a while back. And it did work a little bit, but I kind of stopped investing in this so much. I should do that again. If I get him to +10, I'll give him more flowers, and then I'll just get him like super invest in his speed and stuff. I wish with the Ascended Floret you could like super invest in a stat and not just invest in 2 stats. And then we have Galzus. Then we have Kimpf. I haven't leveled up yet. We have a +10 Roy. Even if he didn't have the gold border, I would still know as +10 because I remember +10ing my Roy. +4 Brave Roy. +1 Legendary Roy. +1 Lilina. +1 Summer Lilina. 2. I don't remember summoning more than 1 Summer Lilina, but apparently I did. And we have Legendary Lilina, Bridal Cecilia. We have Rutger, +10 Sophia, +2 1 Sophia. I remember I do have a combat manual for Sophia. I couldn't remember if I merged her yet or not. And then we have Igreen, Idun, Bunny Idun with Faye, +2 1 Lynn, Thief Layla, Karel, +3 4 Carla. We have Mage Erica, Legendary Erica, Seth, Nami, +1 Summer Tana, Summer Joshua, +1 Ewan. I'm pretty sure I have other. No, it's Lou I'm thinking of. I have a bunch of Lou's that I don't think I've merged yet. And we have a +1 Halloween Mer, +4 2. I was going to say 3, so I would have been 1 off. +2 Ike, Valentine's Ike. Mia. This is just regular Mia. I'm like, what Mia is this? I forgot this is Resplendent Mia because I haven't summoned a regular Mia. I haven't summoned Mia yet. This is just from the Resplendent. +2, +4 Alencia. When did I get so many Alencias? Zihark, Bridal Sigrun, +1 2 Dancer Micaiah. +1 Leith, Kaiza, Degensee, Tabarn, Nyla. This is Hatari Nyla because Royal Hatari Fang. So she's not Bridal Nyla. Bridal Nyla is green. I don't even remember if I have Bridal. I think I might have the forma for Bridal Nyla. Then we have Altina, Christmas Altina with Sanaki. We have a +3 2 Sanaki. So she was +1 before the Resplendent. Okay, I couldn't remember. This is a +2 Zelgius. Har, I believe Ninja Har. Regular Crom, King Crom, who's +1. Yeah, I don't remember summoning a whole lot of him. Bridal Robin? He's recent. Yeah, he's got a ring, so he's Bridal Robin. +1 Flavia. Air Livia, +10 Tharja. Christmas Tharja, +2 Bridal Tharja. Because I summoned 2 Bridal Tharjas on her debut banner, and then I got the Forma for her a little while back. +10 Aversa, Yin Fei, Seiri, +4? +4 regular Tiki. I haven't +10'd her yet, and she's not +1, so I don't know why she's in this area, but I don't know what I was doing with Tiki, but I never finished it. Gregor, 2 Halloween Nowies, because those were on her debut banner, by the way. I didn't get one randomly sometime after. I got 2 Halloween Nowies on her debut banner, and at the time that was really rare, if I recall, because of the units on the banner, she was the least likely to summon. I remember just seeing a statistic of that somewhere, and I was very proud of getting 2 Halloween Nowies. Then we have Priam, a +1 Lucina, Owain, Fallen Morgan. Is this one Fallen? Yes. Fallen Morgan, +1 Na, +3 Rioma, Legendary Rioma, Legendary Hinoka, which I did do +speed -defense earlier today, actually, whenever I was doing my arena stuff. This is Bridal. I don't recall. Okay, it is Bride to be. I couldn't recall when this Oboro was, but it is Bridal. Ninja Hannah. Right? No. Because this isn't Hannah's Katana. Ninja Hannah's an axe unit. What are you from? Oh, you're from the banner with Effie, or whenever Effie, Leo, and Elise, and Sakura, and all that. So that was Valentine's Hannah. Flame Tribrinka, who's +4. I would love to get more Rinkas, but I'm going to have to wait on that. New Year's Kaden, New Year's Camilla, Adrift Camilla, Ninja Camilla. I did just get this Ninja Camilla from the double special banner free summon earlier today. Oh, I don't have any IVs for this Camilla. I was saying in the video that I couldn't remember what my IVs for Camilla were. Apparently, I don't have IVs for her because she must have been my 40th summon. +3 or 4 Leo. +1 Hot Springs Elise. Iago. +3? 5. I was going to say 4, which would have been 1 off. +5 Flora. +1 Picnic Flora. +2. Okay, I knew that, but for some reason I couldn't remember if I summoned more than 1 besides the Forma. Keaton, Nyx, Midori, +1 Siegbert. Because I'm like, if he's merged, he's got to be +1 because I don't remember summoning more than 1. Ascended Ophelia. Rearmed Ophelia. Okay, I got Ascended and Rearmed confused for some reason. And then we have Arit, male Byleth, who's level 1. Female Byleth, +1. Summer Byleth with Summer Rhea. Fallen female Byleth, +1. So this. Summer Edelgard with Summer Altina. Right? Yeah, it's Altina. So I'm like, Altina's in another duo. Altina's in 2 harmonic duos. Because the one with Sanaki's technically harmonic, because Altina's from Radiant Dawn, and Sanaki's from Path of Radiance. So she's in 2 harmonic duos. Good for her. And then we have Hubert, and then we have the Lean and Dorothea duo. We have a Christmas Dorothea. We have Felix, 2 Summer Spring Ashes, a +4 Summer Mercedes, which if we get a Summer Azura or anything like that this year, I don't think I'm going to +10 Summer Mercedes this year. I don't have a whole lot of orbs to begin with to +10 her anyway, so I don't think I will. Then we have Unmerged Lysithea, Brave Lysithea, Constance, +2. 5. I just redeemed combat manual stuff to get one for her, but I haven't merged her yet, so I could make her +6. I'm so close to getting a +10 Winter Manuela. Heck yeah. All right, I might actually go for her this year if I remember, and if I have the orbs. Then we have Catherine, Kyria, Alir, female Alir. Because male Alir, is he in the game yet? I don't think so. New Year's Alphonse and Sharena, and then we have Sharena. So we're actually into the blues now, finally. That took actually 20 minutes, not too bad. What took an hour? Hang on a second. I'm fairly certain I have the file still. But anyways, Fjorm, Yulgir, Summer Leegyarn, Ninja, right? This is Ninja banner, right? Yeah, because she's got a dagger. Ninja, Leg Yarn, and Fjorm. The Ninja and the Thief banners, I get confused pretty easily because they're kind of similar. And we have Summer Thor and Loki, Peony, Winter Mirabilis, New Year's Regan, Note, New Year's Ash, Nerthuz. Let's see if I can't find that VOD. Oh, yeah. It's an hour long, and it's only the red units. What was I Oh, I think I was going through every single unit. Holy cow. Wait a second. I completely forgot that I said I was going to go through units if I have them built. But to be fair, most of these units I don't really have built, and if I do, you can see their skills. I'll try to remember that from now on. But yeah, that was January 23rd of this year. I tried doing the red units and it took over an hour, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But I kind of just sped through the reds. But anyways, female Chris. Let's see, any of these guys have... Okay, no. Summer Norn, Bride Sheeta, who's +1, +2. I think because of the combat manual from the Divine Codes, and I completely forgot about. I think that's why she's +2. Or the limited time manuals, I think, is why she's +2. Because I know I've only summoned 2 of her. And we have Legendary Sheeta, 2 Summer Ogmas, +1, +2 Lind. Okay, I guess I did summon 2. I don't remember that. I guess some of these units I may not remember summoning an extra one of because they were a combat manual. Now that I think about it. Not all of them, but some of them. Then we have Spring Michalis, Young Paula, Est, and Katria. The only trio unit in the game currently. With a literal baby. I guess she's like a toddler. I mean, they're all like pretty young. So Est is pretty much a literal baby. Although Halloween Hector and Lilina was pretty young in that. Day 1 player, just got my first Bridal Sheeta this year. Nice. Wait, you've been playing since day 1 and this is the first year you've gotten Bridal Sheeta? Dang, I wouldn't call that like, that's unfortunate luck, honestly. I guess she does share a color with Charlotte, though. If you're like trying to go for Sheeta, there's a good chance you could get Charlotte while you're going for her. Because I actually didn't get Charlotte for a long time because I skipped like 1 or 2 years or something like that. And whenever I finally decided to go for her, I was worried about getting Sheetas, but then I didn't, which I was lucky. I haven't been playing since day 1, but basically have. I've been playing since the first Brave banner came out. So it was around the time whenever the summer banners were expiring and like the first Brave banner came out. So I've been playing since the first year, but I haven't been playing since day 1. I do actually have a Bridal Sheet on my friends list who's +10, and she's got some really good skills. And I'm like, dang, somebody really invested in her. Good for them. Next we have Spring Katria +1 Est. I also just got my first base set from this year and missed. Weird/bad luck. I feel like I got my mist when she was still a 5-star exclusive. I'm pretty sure my first mist I got was a Pity Breaker because she was still a 5-star exclusive. Well, she wasn't. There was no 4-star special rate pool, and she wasn't like. She was still able to be gotten, and I wasn't upset about that because I didn't have her yet. And I've gotten quite a few Ephraims, but I know it took me a while. I'm pretty sure it took me a while before I got my first Ephraim. I can't remember. My first... I'd have to go through my obtained, list them sorted by obtained, which I might do at the end of the stream to see like recent and first heroes and stuff. But... No, not Katarina. Myrrh and Fallen Male Robin. Those were 2 units that I didn't get until this year. My goodness, how could I forget them? I wanted them for so long, and they just never showed up. I forgot to unmute the music. Don't worry, we've only been doing this for 25 minutes. Okay. Where was I at? Oh yeah, Spring Est, which I used a Form of Soul for because I didn't have her originally. And then we have a Harden, and then another Harden, which is the same Harden, but like a different version. We have Roshea, a +2 Legendary Tiki, Young Tiki. I wonder if we'll ever get a Legendary Adult Tiki. Probably not. Halloween, Young Tiki, and Ninian Duo. I believe this is Halloween. Then we have Plegian Katarina. We have Ninja Navarre, Lucas, Cliff, Forsyth, a +1 Matilda. I wanted to invest in my Matilda, but I never have, so that's why she's still just +1. I wonder if they'll ever do anything for Matilda. They haven't done a single thing for Matilda. I wonder if they'll ever do that. And then we have Spring Luthier. We have a +2/3 Delthea. We have Fallen Delthea. We have Echoes Est. Yep. I keep forgetting I even have her. I feel for some reason I just think I don't have Echoes Est for some reason. We have Conrad, Fallen Barcoot, +2 Quan. Dancer Quan, Aranis, Dancer Eldigan, Legendary Deirdre, +2, +1, Legendary Julia. I should know it's +1. I use Legendary Julia all the time. We have Trevant. We have Altina, a +1-ish, +3 Ishtar. I should have known that. This is regular Ishtar, but she's Ascended. Not Ascended, Resplendent. This is Ascended Ishtar. And we have Finn, Ronan, +1/3 Reinhardt. I don't remember why he's +3. I guess he was +2 before the Resplendent, but anyways. +4/3 Olwen. I wished it was +4, I think. Bridal Lilina. I do have Percival. I said earlier when I was recording my free summons that I don't think I have Percival, but I'm not going to summon for anyways. Apparently I do have Percival. I don't remember that. Because I have so many units, I just don't remember. We have Spring Narcian, Guinevere, +1 Milady. +10 Thea, +1 Shanna, +2 because of Resplendent. She was +1 before she got Resplended. Bridal Laram, Geese, Pirate Geese, +1 Sophia, Halloween Sophia. Legendary Faye, Thief Kath, Brave Elliowood, Summer Lynn. The format because I never got the original, like just regular Summer Lynn. +2 Brave Hector, Groom Pent, like Bridal Pent. Heath. He's not any special unit, is he? No, he's just got Rider's Bane. So he's not I don't think he's a seasonal. I think he's just a Grand Hero Battle. We have regular Fiora, Farina, Plegian Carla, Hatari. I couldn't remember which desert it was. Okay, and then we have a +3, +1 Ninian. Oh, I didn't merge her Resplendent, which it still would have been one off, but still. A +2 Bridal Ninian, Fallen Ninian. Then we have Nils, Brave Erica, +4 Ephraim. I have a ton of Ephraims. Besides the Resplendent Ephraim, I've gotten a lot of Ephraims. 4 to be exact. I wanted to scroll down and just see whenever you mentioned Ephraim, but I kind of didn't want to lose my place, so I didn't. But yeah, +4 Ephraim. I have a lot of Ephraims, and I just don't use him. He's with his Resplendent too. He's got a really good attack stat, so he wouldn't be a bad unit to use if I invested in him, but I just haven't. I believe a +1 Legendary Ephraim, Bridal Christmas Ephraim, or Winter Ephraim, if however you say it, +1 Duo Ephraim with Leon. I believe he is still this is still the only non-seasonal duo because this is the first duo unit. So if I recall, besides the rearmed heroes who don't show up in the regular summoning pool, he's the only unit that doesn't show up in the regular summoning pool or any sort of seasonal summoning pool. Or like, he doesn't have any specific rerun banner every year like the seasonal units do. And then a +2, +1 loot, +10 summer loot, a +1 Tana. I couldn't remember. I just clicked it without even thinking. And then we have Duasol. We have Selena, Spring Marissa, a Legendary Myrrh, Gatry, +1, +2 Nefni. You think I would remember a lot more of these instead of being one off usually. And then a Halloween Ileana, +1. I should have known that. I was just saying who it was and just mindlessly clicked the merge. Then we have Ileana. He's now in the regular pool as a 4-star special. He is. That's why I've gotten a lot more of him. I believe I was pretty broken by him once, maybe twice. Probably just once though. But then every other time he's shown up in the 4-star special rate pool. And he's one of the most common ones I get. Him and Minerva, I think, are like 2 of my most common 4-star special rates. I don't know. I'd have to like go back and like make a list of all the units who are that I've summoned from the 4-star special rate to figure out who I've gotten the most of. But he's definitely up there. And then you have a +10 Micaiah, which, to be honest, I only intentionally summoned for 1 or 2 of these Micaiahs. For a while, she was just pity breaking me a lot, and I believe I got her to +5 or +6 because of that. And then that was before the 4-star special rate. And then I got her a few times in the 4-star special rate. I got a Resplendent for her. And then I think I just needed 1 or 2 more merges. And then I got those 2. So like I only intentionally summoned for like the first Micaiah that I have. So, but I have a +10 Micaiah. And then I don't know what this Soren is. Kaden. Oh, this is from the... Yeah, this is from the Hatari or the Desert Banner this year, I guess. It's not Hatari and it's not Plegia. It's whatever Cadian is. I don't know what game that is. But anyways, Summer Alencia, Mordecai, Nasala, Moirim, +1 Nyla. I only merged to +1 because Null Sea Disrupt is still not a bad skill to have to give somebody. Or I'm pretty sure I have like 1 or 2 Nyla manuals, and I just haven't merged her because there's always the part of me that's like, but this is a really good and unique skill. I don't think it's as good as it used to be, but it's still not bad. Oliver, level 1. Haven't done anything with him yet. I honestly kind of want to do something with Oliver. Ever since he came out into the game, like I've never played Radiant Dawn, but ever since he came out in the game, his damage art just has the look on his face and how he's just accepting it. That's just like, I just loved, like I've always wanted to do something with Oliver, but since he's like a really old unit, as in like he came out a long time ago, he doesn't have the best stats. So that's been my main thing why I haven't actually done anything with him. And then we have a +2 legendary Crom. And we have Christmas Robin, Summer Robin, male Robin, and then female Robin. +1 Sumia. We have Muriel, +10 Cordelia, a +3. I was going to say 3. This time I decided I'm going to say 4 instead. But I was wrong. Cordelia, she was +2 before I got her Formisoul, obviously. But I want to +10 my Cordelias at some point. I think Bridal Cordelia will be next, though. That I try and +10 because she shares a color with Bridal Lynn, so it's going to take me a longer to +10 Bridal Cordelia than it would Summer or Christmas Cordelia. Speaking of Christmas Cordelia, that's who is next. Christmas Cordelia, who is with Severa. Actually, not Severa because it's from Fates, so it's Selena. 3 of the 4 Cordelias are lances. Like, what the heck? Why can't we just have a non-lance Cordelia? I guess she is good with her lance, but like, would be nice for more of the colored triangle for her. But I guess, you know what? At least we got a Cordelia alt this year. We hadn't had a Cordelia in so long, and she was one of the first Resplendents, so it's been a long time since even that. But anyways, we have a Naui, which I believe this is the Resplendent Naui. That's why she's level 1 and 5-star, and I haven't done anything with her in neutral. But yeah, and then we have a +1 Awakening Anna that I recently got. And that's why she's level 1 and plus speed with no skills. Because she does have her skills. I just forgot to equip them after I merged her. Because I did have a level 40 Anna not too long ago. But then I just recently merged her into this Anna. And we have Spring Lucina, +2 Brave Lucina, a Legendary Lucina, Yarn. Is this New Year's Yarn? I think this is New Year's. Yeah, this is New Year's Yarn, because regular Yarn's green, and I don't even know if I have him. +1 Female Morgan, Kiel, Cynthia, Naga, +1. +2 Male Adrift Corrin, and neutral Male Adrift Corrin. And then we have Fallen Male Corrin, Ninja Male Corrin, +10 Female Corrin, which I did invest quite a bit into her. I don't remember why. I think it was because she got a Resplendent version. So I'm like, you know what? Now's the time to summon her. So she doesn't have she could have better skills for sure, but this is just what I had and decided to give her at the time. And then we have a +1 Summer Female Corrin. We have Halloween Female Corrin, who was my 40th summon. That's why she's neutral. And we have a +10 Azura. And Azura, I feel like I should go in a little more in depth into, but going into in depth about everything is going to take time. So it took me a long time before I got my first Azura. I believe it was on... I don't remember what banner it was on, but I remember I got an Owain in the same circle, and it was like my first or second Owain. And I think it was Owain and Minerva in the same circle as her. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I think I took a screenshot. I have to go and find it. But I don't remember who I was summoning for, but I was summoning for somebody, and I got my first Azura as a pity breaker, and I was super stoked because I already liked Azura a lot, and I had Performing Arts Azura and New Year's Azura, multiple of both of them. Legendary Azura had not come out yet, and I don't think Young Azura had yet either. So when I got her, I was super ecstatic, and I'm like, all right, can't wait to try and plus 10 her. And eventually I did. Gave her, I'm pretty sure this is max flowers, but I don't know if that increased since then. And she has a lot of skills. I'm just going to turn off the guide just so you can see a little bit of this. I gave her a lot of spears, a lot of lances. I gave her the Arcane Keying, Guilt Fork. She's got a lot of assist skills, good amount of specials. Vital Astra is what she's got right now. She's got Fury 4, Life and Death 4, Swift Arrow 3, Distant Attack Speed Solo, B-Dual Infantry 4. She's got Wings of Mercy 3. Okay, her B skills are kind of lackluster in comparison, except for Close Call 4 and Spurn. And then Cross Spur Attack, Hone Speed 4, Times Pulse 4, Even Tempest, Lance XP. Like, I've given her a lot, and I can't really I can't use all those at the same time. So I got an extra female Fallen Byleth last month from whenever I was doing the free summons for that. So that's why she has Distant Attack Speed Solo, Close Call, and Times Pulse 4. I believe I had to go into my combat manuals to figure out who I could get for her, so I could get her Close Call 4, Times Pulse 4, and Distant Attack Speed Solo, because I wanted to give her all three. And so I did. And then we also we do have a second Azura, because this is not the Resplendent one. I summoned a regular Azura after I plus 10 Azura, and this one was neutral. I'm pretty sure it was after I plus 10 Azura. This one was neutral. And so when I got the Resplendent Azura, I merged into this one. Really nice Azura, thanks. She's my favorite character, so I made sure to give her a lot. But I merged the Resplendent one into this one, and she's plus 2. So apparently at some point I got another Azura that I merged into this one. And I was building this Azura to be an anti-cavalry build at the time. That's why she has Distant Ward Rider's Bane, because I was using her, and I still have her on one of my teams for Aether Raids, but I don't do Aether Raids a whole lot. But like, at the time, and probably still today, Aether Raids was very heavily focused, or at least a lot of the defense teams had a bunch of cavalry units. So I was like, all right, I like Azura. I'm going to build an Azura that's good against cavalry. And she could use some work, especially with her attack stat. And like all of her stats in general aren't that good at the moment. If I plus 10 her again, I would invest a lot more into this. But I don't do Aether Raids a whole lot, so I haven't had a reason to. But anyways, next we have Legendary Azura. The Azuras are going to take a lot longer than the regular units, because Azura is the units I usually invest the most in. I did kind of skip over Sophia and Tharja, though, and I invested a lot into them whenever I plus 10 them. But anyways, she's got her preferred weapon and Grey Waves 2, Moonbow, not too concerned about that. She has B-Dual Flying 4, which I think it was from an Aranus, but I don't remember. And she has Attack Speed Catch 4 and Wings of Mercy 4, because I went and did my 40th summon for Hinoka. I believe I already said this, but that might have been in the free summons earlier today. But anyways, I went for the 40th summon for Hinoka. I didn't get anybody before the 40th summon, but I used that neutral 40th summon Hinoka and foddered it off to the Azura. So she has Wings of Mercy 4 and Attack Speed Catch 4. I wanted to give her some sort of hold skill, but I didn't have easy access to that with Attack Speed Catch and stuff. So I haven't done that yet. And then there's a neutral Azura, who I also summoned after I plus 10 Legendary Azura. Or maybe it was before. I don't remember. But I have 2 Azuras. And I never used this one. But I haven't gotten any Legendary Azuras since then. Anyways, I didn't have any specific build for this Azura either. I just had an extra Legendary Azura for is it Arena Assault? Not Arena. It's either Arena Assault or the Squad Assault battles that you can use the duplicate units as long as it's not the same exact unit. I don't remember, but anyways, I have 2 Legendary Azuras just for extra. And then we have regular Lilith is +1 plus attack. We have Dancer Ryoma. Then we have Hot Springs Ryoma. We have a +1, +2 Hinoka, who for a while was minus attack and I didn't have a merge for, and I still had her really high attack stat. At the time, it was like 55 before I got her merged, and that was a lot for a minus attack unit at the time because she had double life and death, or she had life and death and attack speed for her seal or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. And then we have Spring Xander. We have a +1 on Summer Camilla because I used the Forma for her. Apparently, I don't even remember using the Forma for her, but apparently I did. And then we have Odin. We have a +10 Effie, who I did invest a little bit into because I've used Effie. I used Effie a lot whenever I first started playing this game. But then I stopped using armored units this whole lot, so I didn't use Effie as much. But I decided that one day, I guess it was after she got Resplendent, that I wanted to I think she was already +10 at the time. But I wanted to invest more skills into her because I like Effie. And then we have Bridal Charlotte. We have Male Kana. We have Dancer Shigure. We have regular Shigure. We have a +2, +1 Shiro. A +2, +1 Selkie. I thought I got another Selkie. Maybe I fought it off that Selkie. I think I fought it off that... No, it's New Year's Selkie who has Distant Ward. Never mind. Ignore what I said. And then we have New Year's Valuria, a +3 for Ophelia. Oh, it was before the Resplendent, and then she was... Okay, whatever. Then we have Legendary Byleth, female Byleth. We have a +1 Saros. We have +3 Petra. Okay, apparently I've been merging my Petras. I don't remember that, but I guess she doesn't have a whole lot for fodder that I would fodder her off for. So I do like Petra. She's in my top 5 pre-DLC Fire Emblem 3 Houses female characters. There's a lot of prerequisites for that, but like Happy, I like Happy a lot. She was a DLC character. I don't know where she places in my list of 3 Houses characters, so I'm kind of like keeping her like in her own category, because before the Ashen Wolves, it was Mercedes was number 1, Dorothy and Ingrid were tied for 2 and 3, and then it was Petra and Marianne were 4 and 5, like tied for 4 and 5. But I don't know where I would put Happy on that, so I'm kind of putting her in her own category. But anyways, Petra is one of my favorite 3 Houses characters. And we have a +1 Dimitri, a +1 Brave Dimitri, +1, +2 Legendary Dimitri, and then a +1 Fallen Dimitri. They're all lances, apparently. We haven't gotten a single not... No! Summer. There's a Summer Dimitri, and I believe he's an axe unit, if I recall. And then we have Summer Ash. We have a +1 Summer Ingrid, +1 regular Ingrid, and then rearmed Ingrid. Yeah, true, brother. True about what? I'm sure I said... I don't remember what I said. And then +1 Marianne. I think I fought it off a Marianne to my regulars, and that's... But it was like a Marianne I just got like as a pity breaker or something. So it wasn't one I was like holding on to for a while or anything like that. And we have Christmas Hilda, a +1 Happy, +2 Happy. I have a few extra Happies that are still manuals that I'm debating on whether I should merge them or not, because she does have decent fodder, so I don't want to like go off and merge them just in case I need Attack Res Far Trace or Attack Res Catch, which as time goes on, more and more units will get those skills, so I feel less and less bad about it if I do it. But at the moment, I still have like 2 or 3 Happy combat manuals. And now we have Sedith, Death Knight, Legendary Female Shez. I don't have male Shez in any regard. I think I have a 5-star female Shez, regular female Shez, but she's an axe unit. She's a little far ways down. And then we have Monica, which I still don't remember getting Monica, but I have Monica. And a +1 Tsubasa, Alfred, Chloe, +4. Oh, because he's a 4-star unit. +4 Valentine's Alm, Spring Sharina, Anna. So now we're into the greens. And I think I still have more reds than anything else. So I don't know how long this is going to take. Like, I might go back and like go through some units that are like I have more of a preference to. Since this is going by actually a lot quicker than I thought it would, I might go back to some of the units that I've actually built and stuff to like talk more about them, like Sophia and Tharja that I completely skipped over and completely forgot to say anything about. Are you recording or do you just drone on about anime girls? This is a recording, a pre-recorded thing. It was just planned to predict the chat messages that you would say. Friendly J L? I think that's an L after the J. and they're not all girls. A good like fourth of my barracks. I don't know. Vast majority are female units for sure, but that's just this game in general. Usually has the female units. Yeah. And then we have Fallen Gustav. Spring. No, wait, what? Oh, I'm like, this just looks like regular Bruno, which is not in the game yet, I don't think. This is Christmas Bruno because he's got a big old sack and then he's got a little bit of Santa stuff. Okay, that makes sense. We have +1 Spring Veronica. This is a lot, man. This is a lot. I have a lot of units. I have made a lot of summoning videos, and that's where most... Actually, that is where most of these units come from, because I don't really summon without recording anymore. I used to summon a lot without recording, but now I really only summon when I record. I think the only time in the last like 2 years that I summoned without recording was yesterday or 2 days ago or whenever I went for the 40 summon on Hinoka, because I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about making a video about this because it's not that important, and I had plenty of orbs. But yeah, most of these units come from summoning videos. Yeah. Now we have Ascended Fjorm, +2, 3 Gunthra, a Surtur. I have a few other Surturs in my backup areas, but I haven't. I had plans to do something special with the Surturs, but I just never got around to it, and I don't know if I will do that anymore. We'll see. Probably not. And then we have Summer Levitine. We have a +1 Ninja Levitine, Hell, Ymir, Gangloat. Autosaba, I'm glad to see a stream not pre-recorded. Are there often streams that are pre-recorded? I guess there is an option for that, isn't there? Well, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Oh, are you talking about like Fire Emblem streams or just streams in general? Because I feel like Fire Emblem streams could be one that is pre-recorded. But I don't know. Gangloat, which I did fodder off the Gangloat. We'll see that in a little bit to who I foddered that to. And we have Thor. We have Peony and Triandra. The only reason I wanted this unit so much was because of Triandra, and I eventually got him from a 40th summon. And we have a +2 Triandra. I want to +10 my Triandra at some point, but not for a while. I reckon there's more units that are higher priority than her. And we have a I think I have quite a few Freyas, because I believe she was on the banner that I was summoning for that had Nagi and Legendary Edelgard. That's why I have so many. One of the reasons why I have so many Nagis. +4? Oh, yes! I was right. +4 Freya. I don't use Freya that much, so I'm surprised I remember that. Not related to Faye, but just in general. But yeah, it seems bad on YouTube. I believe it. Like, I feel like YouTube seems like it's a pretty simple enough format to where you could pre-record something and not have to worry about like interactions or like what goes on or anything like that. You could just set the recording and just leave it. Hi, Ultra. Now we have Odor, which I wanted to fodder off this to my Hatari Azur at some point, but like it's my only Odor. If I ever get an extra Odor, I probably will, but I won't for a while, most likely. And then a +2, 3 Dagger. I was going to say 3, but I wanted to bet it on 2. I was wrong. And then we have the Dagger and Note New Year's duo. We have an Eitri, Sather, the free Sather, the Sheeta and Plumeria summer duo, Minerva. 5. 7. I knew it was a high number. I should have gone higher. I've gotten a lot of Minervas. I should have expected higher than 5. I was gonna say 6, but I'm like, no, 6 is too high. Apparently it was too low. And then young Minerva. I might do something with if I ever get Minerva to +10, I might actually give her invest some skills into her, because she's getting there. She's getting close to +10. Especially if I keep summoning on greens for my arena free summons. And now we have Spring Maria, Merrick, this is the Resplendent Merrick. That's why I even have a 5-star Merrick. And then we have Young Merrick. We have Violend. +1. Yes, right. +1 Nagi. I have a lot of combat mails for Nagi. And I'm like, did I merge them? No, of course not, because she has distant counter. And here's an extra Nagi that I got from a free summon today, I believe. I think that was from one of today's free summons. And then Bridal Alm and Selka. Not Bridal, Valentine's. Plus 1, 2, 2. Plus 1. Legendary Celica. I couldn't remember if it was 1 or 2. Apparently it was 1. And then Katria and Thea, Bridal Duo. I wish it was Thea as the focus, like the main unit, because I like Thea more. Plus 3, 4 Sonya. Should have known that. I used the Form of Soul on her as well because she had some really good skills, and at some point I would like to invest in Sonya, like getting her to plus 10, but she's another one of the units that is not very high on that priority list. And then plus 3, which it could be plus 4 or plus 5, I don't remember. Spring Sonya and Tharja, which the only reason she's plus 3 and could be plus 4 or 5. Well, I have 1 or 2 combat manuals of her. Maybe more? I don't remember. But I only have so many of her was because she color shared with Hatari Azura whenever I went to plus 10 finally on a double special banner. That's why I have so many Bridal or Duo Sonya and Tharjas. And we have Lex, Lewin, plus 2 Deirdre, plus 2 Julia, Ozian. Not gonna lie, I don't remember summoning Asbel's. Probably just plus 1 because he has Fury 4, so I'd most likely, if I get any more than 1 extra, I would probably just Combat Manual, plus 1. Plus 3, 4, Wings of Thracia, World of Thracia, Olwen, Lithis, Bridal, I believe it is Bridal. Yes, because it was the same banner as Bridal Alina. Bridal, Roy, and Elliewood. And then Love Abounds Lilina, who's plus 4? 5, because I had 4 Lilinas from her debut banner. And I didn't merge them for a long time. And then I think I summoned another one at some point. And then there was one from the combat manuals, from the limited time manuals. Okay, so that's why she's plus 5. Okay, that makes sense. Lou, I believe, no lie, I think I have 6 Lou combat manuals. I might have to check my combat manuals after I go through all the units. But I'm pretty sure I have 6 Lou combat manuals and I haven't merged him because I guess I just forgot to, because he doesn't really have anything besides Rally Up Res, I guess. So I might have just forgotten. And then a plus 1 Cecilia. I wanted to invest in my Cecilia at some point, but I just haven't done that yet. And then we have Zealot. Plus 1 Sue. She's only plus 1 because any extra ones I've gotten have been combat manuals because she has Hone Speed 4, which is a decent, like, I guess at this point it'd be more of like a budget C skill for like arena scoring if I needed it, like those type of C skills. And then we have a plus 1 Bunny Fur of Spring Fur. I can't remember when her Hall of Forms was, but I liked Fur. So I just like, all right, we're going to give you the Forma Soul for that. And I had a lot of Forma Souls at the time, so I didn't feel bad about it. And then we have a I'm afraid to say his name. But I have a few of him. I haven't leveled him up yet, but I have a couple that are combat manuals, I believe. And we have regular Fae. Then we have Christmas Fae. This is the banner with Ephraim and Erica, and only Ephraim, Erica, and her. So it was one of the few seasonal banners with 3 units. Okay, that makes sense. It's only been an hour. Wow. Not even an hour yet. And then Legendary Lyn, Hector. I have plenty of Hector combat manuals. Legendary Hector, regular Pent, plus 3? 2. I've summoned 3, plus 2. Okay, plus 2 Dorcas. I'm pretty sure all of them were from the arena rewards, like free summon things. A plus 2? Okay, I meant to say plus 1. In my head, I was thinking summoned 2. I had summoned 2, so that's why I said 2. So I was right. I just said the wrong thing. Plus 1, Carla, and I don't remember who she is. It's not Freya, is it? It is Freya. Why was that so hard for me to remember? This year, wasn't it? Yeah, because of Flow and Trace. So like I had to. That's like a recent skill. Okay. Yep. Plus 1, Carla and Freya, harmonic duo. Legendary Ninian. Halloween Nils? Oh yeah, because it was the same banner as Halloween Tiki and Ninian. Plus, I want to say 3 or 4, but like honestly, some of them might be combat manuals. It's 5. I was wrong on both accounts. Okay. Plus 5 Flyer Nino. I never use and I probably never will. Summer Erica. Summer Seth. Christmas Arter. Ross, who's plus 1. Tana and Peony duo. Peony also is in 2 duos, but she's not in 2 harmonic duos unless she's in another duo that I'm not remembering, and she's actually in 3 duos. So she's not quite as good as Altina. Maybe one day Azura will be in another duo. Maybe she'll get another harmonic duo too, but either way. Anyways, plus 1 Fallen Leon. He's plus 1, even though I've summoned a bunch of him because most of them are combat manuals. Summer Selena. Amelia. Halloween La Rochelle, who's the former soul because I didn't have Halloween La Rochelle. Rennick, which I believe I have 3 or 4 combat manuals for Rennick. Plus 1 Myrrh. I remember it's plus 1 because I got the first Myrrh earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. And then I got another Myrrh from one of the arena rewards or something like that. I don't remember. I got another Myrrh from my free summons. So I remember that she was plus 1. A plus 3, 6? Since when? What? When have I gotten so many brave hikes? I thought plus 3 was like maybe 4 was generous. When have I gotten so many brave hikes? Holy cow. All right, well then Titania, Soren, Valentine's Mist, Valentine's Grail. I only did the Forma Soul for Valentine's Mist because I don't know why I think she's got this favorite because she's a Forma Soul, but I'm not gonna. I have stopped doing that with every Forma Soul. But anyways, I think I did that for Mist mainly because I didn't have her, but also because if I did want to try and summon for her, she shared a color with Grail, and I'm like, there's a chance I won't ever get another Mist, so I'm like, or I won't ever get Mist, so I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna use the Forma Soul for that. Then we have Forma Soul Sanaki, who's plus 1. If she was plus 2, is because of any combat manual stuff that I couldn't remember, but she's plus 1. All of the that second bridal unit year, Tharja, Sanaki, and Ninian, I'm pretty sure I have the Forma Soul for all 3 of them, which is funny. I think for some reason that's been my favorite bridal banner. I don't know why. And it's like I like Sanaki. It was also a controversial banner because Sanaki is very young. I like Sanaki. I don't think the bridal banner really suit her too well, but I also like Ninian and Tharja. So I think just because I like all 3 characters, that's why it's been one of my favorite bridal banners. But like, I still think they shouldn't have done Sanaki for that, but whatever. And now we have Astrid, plus 1, plus 2 Jill. I couldn't remember if I merged her or not because she does have decent fodder, but plus 2 Jill. Christmas Black Knight, who also doesn't look too different from his just regular. He's got a cape just like Bruno and a big ol' sack and a little bit different weapon. But he's still wearing his same outfit. And then we have a plus 1 Brave Micaiah, Thief Soth, Ranulf, Flame Tribe Mordecai. That's right. I remember what banner he's from, even though I completely forgot he was even on that. Oh, he wasn't on the banner. He was at the Tempest Trials reward. That's right. Plus 1 New Year's Leaf, Bridal Nyla, Yoon, Spring Crom, plus 1 Christmas Crom. Here's that Fallen Male Robin that I finally got after so long of not having Fallen Male Robin. Because for a while I had every single Fallen unit except for him. For like a good few years, I would just always get every Fallen unit except for, and I just never had him. But then I just didn't care as much about Fallen banners, so then I didn't get them all whenever they came out. And now I don't even know what Fallen units I'm missing, but I finally got him. And we have Fallen Halloween Female Robin. So I guess Halloween Female Grima, if you wanted to say it like that. Pharmasoul, because again, I didn't have her yet. Christmas Lissa, Halloween Henry, Forma plus 1, Bridal, Plegian Tharja, plus 10 Shershay, Ninja Shershay, Summer Tiki, Valentine's Lucina, Bridal Lucina. That's not a thing, I don't think. Maybe it is. Plus 2 Inigo. I couldn't remember what his mergers was, so I wasn't even going to guess. I was going to guess, but I forgot. Regular yarn. I do have regular yarn. I couldn't remember if I did or not, but apparently I do. And then +1 fallen female Morgan. Yep. Why did I merge her? She's got such good fodder. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Was she one of the combat manuals? She might have been one of the combat manuals. I don't remember. And then we have a +2, +4 female Adrift Corrin. We have two ninja female Corrins, who's a duo with Elise. Because she's been a strong unit, and I had no reason to merge her, so I just have 2 for different Aether Raid seasons, I guess. I don't know. Next, we have the Azuras, the rest of the Azuras, because Azuras only ever come out in blue and green. Hopefully, if we get another Azura, it'll be red or colorless, but you never know. So first off, we have Performing Arts Azura, which in her initial year or the year after, but after the second, for sure after the second banner, after the first time the banner came back, I had 4 Performing Arts Azuras. And I didn't merge them for a long time because I'm like, I have one for every season if I wanted to. So like every regular season, Earth, Fire, Water, and Wind, because that was before Aether Raids. And so I'm like, I'm just going to keep it like this because at the time she was the strongest singer in the game because Urur gave +3 to every stat whenever you used Sing or Dance. I don't know why it says if Sing or Dance is used if this is a non-inheritable weapon and she only has Sing, but whatever. And I think Flying Olivia, I think, does the same thing. But at the time, I don't think she was... No, she had to have been out. If it was after the second banner. I don't know. I just liked Azura a lot, but she was one of, if not the strongest dancer in the game at the time. And yeah, I liked Azura. And she's got a lot of skills. She has Unbound Axe, huge fan, Urur. Oh, that's right. She has Reposition and Sing. She doesn't actually have as much. I haven't invested as much into Performing Arts Azura as I have others. She has Fury or Fortress Defense Res 3 because I made her a physical tank for a while. And she has Life and Death 3. She has Green Dual Infantry 4, Special Spiral, Times Pulse. So she has some pretty decent skills, but I don't use her. Like, she's been usually, when I would use her, she's more of like a physical tank. That's why she has Bonfire, even though her res is higher than her defense, but whatever. I should have given her Glacies or something like that. But that's why I've changed her stats, her trait fruits. I trait fruited her to plus defense or plus O's, I don't remember which, and then I ascended her other defensive trait because I wanted her to be my physical tank Azura. And I could definitely do a lot better with that, but with all of the like Spurn and Repel skills, like defense and resistance isn't as important as it used to be because you can just negate so much damage as long as you're fast. That's why we have... That's not why. Whatever. Performing... New Year's Azura is a much bulkier Azura at the moment, at least range bulk. Because she's got Unbound Axe as well. She's got her default weapon, and I also gave her Gangloat's weapon. Oh, you can't even see my mouse. I'm circling it. I gave her Gangloat's axe, and I refined it into defense. Yes, defense. So then she has a more mixed bulk. And I gave her... I'm pretty sure Gangloat had all of these skills. So I made sure that she could get all of them as well as the axe. So I don't think... What is Quicker Post 4? Oh, it reduces damage from foes. Okay, so Quicker Post 4 is actually important. It's not that much different from... It's a little bit worse than Guard Bearing in terms of damage reduction, but if they're faster, which a lot of units can be a lot faster, she gets pretty much a guaranteed follow-up attack. And then Joint Distant Guard helps against those range units as long as there's an ally nearby. And I gave her Iot's Shield because obviously she's weak to archers. So I invested a lot into her. And on her debut banner, I summoned 2 of her, which I thought was a sign. Because I'm pretty sure... I don't remember, but I think I summoned 2 Performing Arts Azuras on... No. I only summoned 1 Performing Arts Azura. And then the next year, I wanted to get Inigo too, so then I could have all of the units from that banner. And I think I summoned 3 Performing Arts Azuras before I got Inigo. And either that, or that and the New Year's Azuras or just the two New Year's Azuras. Oh, you know what? I had a free-to-play account for a little bit too. And whenever I summoned for performing or New Year's Azura on that, I also got 2 New Year's Azuras. So basically, both times. You know what? Why do I even have to say this to you? I can just show you. Where am I going? I can just freaking show you. Like, it's not even that hard. I can just go, what was the banner even? Whatever. I'm just going to reverse this. Blah, 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 blah. It was one of my first summoning videos. Blah, 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 blah. So it shouldn't be too far. Blah. Actually, it was my first summoning video, wasn't it? Why is my 90 orb summoning 17 minutes, but my 100 orb summoning 10 minutes? Whatever. Oh, this was before I showed my face. Like a coward. I was the coward. That whatever. I'm not calling people who show their faces cowards. I'm saying I was afraid of it. But how do I do this? We'll do it like this. Where is Chrome? There it is. There we go. Don't know why it's like that. There we go. I had to have been in the second summoning, so I don't know why I'm in the first.
When it comes to video creation,
I get ads on my videos? How come I don't get any ad revenue?
New Pizza Hut cheesesteak.
I don't care. Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Now it's been a little bit since I last summoned because I was Azura. Okay, so I didn't get Azura on my initial summoning. Apparently. So I went back for her. Also, these units on the left, that was my main team that I was using. I decided to use my main team for whatever reason on the left because I don't know. And Azura. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's something. That's more luck than I had on the Christmas or the Halloween summons. I didn't even make videos for those. Really good. You know what? Since I already know what my other Azura is, I forget what she is though. I think she's like minus attack though. I'm going to look up what this one is. Oh yeah, because you had to look up the stats. That was kind of dumb. So we might as well do the free summon for this. I want to get a Myrrh because she's a pretty unique unit. So wait. Buddy, you don't get Myrrh for another 5 years. Myrrh was the first flying dragon unit. That's why I thought she was unique. Old Plesio video, indeed it was. I didn't realize I pointed out how unique Myrrh was when she first came out, and I didn't get my first Myrrh until earlier this year. That's kind of funny that it happened in this video. There's also 2 reds and a blue, which could be Erica or La Rochelle. Also, this was before I used an emulator. And there's no so it's a lot laggier. Okay. The legendary summon. But 71 orbs, that's a lot. You know what? I might as well go YOLO for another Azura. Because why not? I might as well go YOLO for another Azura, because why not? And this was the moment where I realized it's probably not going to be an Azura. I probably already used up all my luck for this. There's the smoke. It could be Azura. It could be Azura. It is an Azura. Oh my gosh. This was when I thought that I still had no idea what to think of for the luck in this game. So that really messed up what I thought about the luck. But yes. So I had 2 Azuras initially. I did get an Azura. I guess I got an Azura in the first summoning video. I didn't actually watch it, but whatever. Yeah, so it's interesting stuff. Like, when did this become a Plesio Reacts video? Whenever we got to New Year's Azura, because I was explaining how I summoned Azura, and then I'm like, you know what? I decided to go for one YOLO summon, and I'm like, wait a second, I recorded this. I can just show it. Why am I talking about it? So that's how I ended up with 2 New Year's Azuras. And it was either that moment or whenever I got 3 Performing Arts Azuras, and the next Performing Arts banner, that I just got an attachment to Azura, and I didn't even realize how important of a character she was in her game. But anyways, we're done with that Azura. Next we have Young Azura. I didn't really have a whole lot for her. I haven't really invested a whole lot in Young Azura because she's my least favorite Azura alt because she's a child unit, but I might do something with her eventually. But we do have Hatari Azura now, so I don't have to worry about not having the green Mage Azura. Speaking of Hatari Azura, plus attack, plus speed, plus 10, all around my favorite duo unit because it's got Azura and Leanne, which Leanne is one of my favorite characters as well. Which, honestly, I liked Leanne way before she was even in the game, because I just saw like an image of her whenever I was just searching random Fire Emblem stuff, and I just liked the character. Like, I just liked the look of the character, which led me to learn more about the character, which I don't remember anything about Leanne. But she just got her basic. They've just got their basic kit. Nothing too special there. And then we have Picnic Felicia, Hot Springs Hinoka, who's the whatchamacallit, the Formisol, Pirate Hinoka and Camilla, Ninja Hannah, plus 10 Orochi, which I haven't done anything with, even though I plus 10'd her for a reason, which I haven't done anything with because I'm like, oh, I can make her. She's got super good res. I could make her into a mage tank, and then I realized that's exactly what my Rajat is, and I don't want 2 Rajats because I want Rajat to be Rajat, but whatever. Haven't done anything with Orochi yet, maybe some point. And then we have a plus 4 Rinka. I want to plus 10 a Rinka at some point, but for now, she's just plus 4. And then Kaden, I recently got a neutral Kaden. When do you predict the first summer banner is going to drop, and what games do you think will be repping it? The first, actually, they have the calendar. The first summer banner, I believe, is the 19th. I'm going to have to scroll all the way down here, but whatever. They showed it on Twitter. Do they not have it in the game? They don't have it in the game. Well, I believe... I'm not summoning. Why am I going over here? I believe it's the 19th is whenever... I don't know what game at all. It could be literally anything. You never know with what they're going to do in the summer banners. I'm hoping we get a summer Azura because it would be nice to have another Azura alt. But at the same time, if we don't get a summer Azura, that just means any leftover orbs after summoning on both the summer banners will go for plus 10ing summer Mercedes. But yeah. Then we have Legendary Xander, plus 1 Spring Camilla. Then we have Picnic. This is one isn't Picnic. This is Valentine's Leo. What color is Picnic Leo? Do I not have him out? I don't remember. Is he colorless? Is he a bow? I don't remember. Or is he a dagger? Is he? I don't know. I'd have to... Whatever. And we have plus 10 Arthur, because I used Arthur for a lot whenever I first started playing the game. So at some point I decided to plus 10 him, which was long after I stopped using him. And I gave him, at the time, a really good skill, but it's not that good anymore, or comparatively. And then we have Valentine's Effie. I was going to say Picnic for some reason. We've only got 4 Picnic units. Picnic Leo is also green. He must be in my reserves then. He's a green tome? Okay, he must be in my reserves then. I don't remember. Then we have regular Charlotte, plus 1, 3 female Kana. We just saw this earlier, but I believe it's plus 2. Okay, because yeah, I want more Rajats, and I have yet to get more Rajats. So she's only plus 2, and I want to get more Rajats. That's who I'm, the primary person I want from the arena summons, as well as one more Annette, but that's besides the point. Legendary male Byleth, Christmas Sothis, plus 2 Edelgard, plus 6, 7, plus 7 legendary Edelgard. I want to say plus 1 because I don't really care about her so much, so I probably just turn most of them into manuals. Plus 1 brave Edelgard, Summer Caspar, Winter Bernadetta, Summer Dimitri, plus 4 to do, plus 2. It would have been plus 3, but I have the 1 as a combat manual still. Plus 10 Summer Sylvain, plus 9 Annette, we already mentioned her, plus 2, 4. Now I'm getting worse at these apparently. Plus 4 Hilda, Ascended Hilda, Balthus, plus 1. I think I turned all of her into combat manuals. Plus 1 Shamir, but I still have their combat manual, so I could merge her if I want. Ninja Shamir +1 Gatekeeper because he has close reversal. I don't know why I merged him at all, but whatever. Flame Emperor +1 Female Shez. Memory +2 +1 Brave Veronica. Bridal Fjorm +1 +2. Okay, I can't remember if she was merged before I got the Form of Soul. +2 Summer Gunthra. I want to +10 Summer Gunthra at some point, but that would be after Summer Mercedes. Ascended Leguiarn. New Year's Levatine. The Free Air +1. Not Free Air. I want to quest a +10 my Brave Elgar since she was my first ever 5-star unit in this game. And with her refine, she's been doing me well. Currently, I'm at +4. Nice. Yeah, my first ever... We'll get to that later. I can't remember who my first ever 5-star unit in the game was. Like, 5-star exclusive. Okay, before they were demoted, because I'm pretty sure Roy might have been my first 5-star in the game before he was demoted, but I'm not counting that. Then we have New Year's Triandra, Summer Freya, New Year's Asker, and Emblem +1 +2 Ash, which is a little difficult having a +2 plus attack Ash whenever I do the free-to-play guides from Phoenix Master. Usually it works, but sometimes I have to improvise a little bit. Then we have a +1 Summer Lind. We have a +10 George. He was the archer I used a lot in the beginning because I remember when I first started playing this game, I didn't have too many colorless units, and I'm like, I need an archer. I'm just going to summon on a colorless stone on some random banner, and whoever I use, that's who I'm using. I'm like, we got George. I'm like, all right, cool, we'll use George. He was a 4-star for a while, and I just used him a lot. So eventually I decided, you know, we're going to +10 him, and then he got a Resplendent too, which was also pretty cool. But yeah, then we have Maria, Julian, +2. 1 Fallen Tiki. I can't always remember. I'm a lot closer to the camera than I was too much longer ago. Halloween Naga. I want a +10 Halloween Naga because she's a seasonal 4-star focus unit. And I don't know, just those usually just like are more appealing to me to +10. But the only other Naga I have is neutral, and I like neutral units, so I'm like, I'm keeping that Naga. But she just got her regular kit and stuff. I did get the Formisol for Legendary Alm because I didn't have him yet, and I had a really nice skill kit for him. I was trying to get something else, I don't remember what, but I just couldn't get it, so I didn't worry about it. +1 Fae, +4 Fae, because apparently I didn't think Fire Sweep Bow was good enough to keep as a combat manual. Valentine's Fae, +1 Silk, Ascended Celica, Jenny, Picnic Jenny, Dean, Duma, +1 Milla, Jammy, Teen or Tine, however you say it, +7, +8. Oh, couldn't remember. +8 Legendary Leaf because who was I summoning for? I think I know who. Well, I don't know who, but I think something you might be able to tell me who. Other than any variant of Zura, what unit in your barracks is your favorite that's a +10, or you're currently trying to get them at +10? I will answer that in a moment. After I... Can I not view my... Whatever. We're going to here. Can I view my shorts? Legendary banners need spark summons. The name of this short. There we go. I'm just going to use a couple of... It was for Legendary Claude? I went for Legendary Claude and I got a bunch of leaves? He's not even on... Oh, he is on this banner. Okay. I don't remember it being Claude. I thought it was Claude, but for some reason I'm like, nah, surely it's not Claude. Surely it's somebody else more important, or somebody I actually like, a character I would try and summon for, like Azura. Like, Claude's okay, but he's not like my favorite character. I feel like it was Milla. I think I might, if he was on the same banner as Milla, I think I might have gotten a few of him on the Milla banner too, because I'm pretty sure I did summon for Milla. But it was Claude as well. I've summoned a lot of Legendary Leafs, and at this point I want to just +10 him, but I just need 2 more. So I don't know if I will actually try and summon for those 2 more. He's only on the remix banners now, so he's not on regular Legendary banners anymore. So I have to wait for those if I want to. But yeah, now we have Scion Leaf. I don't remember how I got him, but he was neutral. I don't think I summoned on his banner. There was some free unit, some way you could get a free unit or something, and I chose him. I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever. Then we have Scion Nana, because she was the Tempest Trials reward, I believe. Then we have August, Sarah, who's a Formasoul, Love Abounds Roy. This isn't Love Abounds. This is after. No, it is Love Abounds, isn't it? Yeah, he was from the first Valentine's banner. So Love Abounds Roy. Yeah, because Love Abounds Lilina was such a fun thing to say. And then we have Merlinus, Chad, a +1/+2 Laram, apparently. Elamine, 2 Bridal Lens. I'm pretty sure only one of these was actually from the Bridal banner. The other one I think was one or both of them were from a legendary banner. Actually, now that I think about it, I did not get Sheeta, Cordelia, or Lynn from their debut banner or their rerun banner, or initially. I'm pretty sure I got them all from legendary banners whenever they first on legendary banners. I would have to rewatch my summonings, but I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. And next we have a +2, 3 Brave Lyn. We have this is embarrassing. 4 Ninja Lins. I have 2 combat manuals for Ninja Lyn too. I have a lot of Ninja Lins. I could get 1 Ninja Lyn to +5, but what I wanted as a meme team was for the raids for both like season like rotations for both Astra and Light. I wanted a full team of Ninja Lins. So that's why I haven't merged these ones. But I decided that after I'd already turned 2 into combat manuals. But what's funny is none of these were from 40th summons, I'm pretty sure. But I have a +attack, -defense, +attack, -defense, neutral, neutral. So I have 4 Ninja Lins and 2 IVs between them, which is kind of funny. And then Layla, Sarah, Young Lucius, Louise, Jafar, which I got before he was resplendent, which was awesome. My best summon ever. I feel like it was the summon that I got the most joy from, at least in a summoning video. And then Summer Ursula, Legault, Bramimond, Winter Erica, +3, +5 Innis. I know I summoned a lot of them, but I couldn't remember if I put them all merged into him or if I had some as common manuals. Apparently not. They're all merged into him. +5 Innis, Young Innis Tethys, Young La Rochelle. The hunt for Jafar was intense. It really was. Like every time he was a focus unit on the banner, like for a free summon, I would always go for him. And then he just decided to pity break me out of nowhere when I was summoning on the Christmas banner, I believe. Last Christmas banner. This previous one. It was either that or the New Year's banner. It was whatever banner video I titled The Best Luck I've Ever Had. That one was the one that I got Jafar in. You know what? We've already reacted to so much. Let's can I whatever, I'll just go here. Let's watch that again. Why not? Let me see if I can't pull it up. The best luck I've ever had. The best spring banner. Oh, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna type in best. The best luck it was the Halloween banner? Is that long ago? Holy cow. Seeing Ninja Lyn reminds me of the time she defeated Saris in the Hero Rise Gauntlet in the last few hours of its runtime. Good times. I honestly don't remember a whole lot of the Hero Gauntlet. Oh, a Hero Rises Gauntlet. I'm glad it was... Did she win? One of my... If that's the case, one of my 2 neutral Lyns might be from that. But not both of them, obviously. But anyways... Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. My name is Plesio Digger, and today we are Look at this baby face. He's so clean shaven and short hair. Unlike me. Unlike me. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. It was right after I just got Halloween Duma too. Yeah, she won last year or something. It was a couple years ago. It had to have been. Because this past year was for Mortis. The year before wasn't Ninja Camilla. Because Ninja Camilla hadn't come out yet. I don't remember. Who had that? I think it was Sheeta. Legendary Sheeta had that. Such a cutie. Okay. So that's exciting. We got 2 Dumas, no Korans yet, and no Nagas yet. But that could change now. Or... No way. No way. One of the few times I've actually put an edit in a Fire Emblem Heroes video. Because it was such a monumentous moment. Are you joking? And I was literally just silent for a few seconds. So, like, what else was I going to do? I had 2 Dumas of the exact same IVs. He's back!
He's back!
He's back!
Everybody sound the alarms. Jafar is back.
I could have put in an edit there. Whatever. Whatever. Got Jafar back. Plesio Pog face. I do have a Pog face. You didn't even get that excited when you pull... I don't even get that excited when I pull... It's true. that is honestly not entirely incorrect. Or, like, that is very close to correct, depending on the unit. But usually, yeah. Actually, I don't think I've gotten that excited for a summon in a long time. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Who are we on? La Rochelle. All right. Next, we're moving on. Halloween Dazla, Spring Mur and Na. Yes. Faux Mortis, which he should not be here. He should still be in my inbox, but I accidentally redeemed all of those orbs, and him included, because I was trying to hit back and I hit confirm for redeem. But whatever. Not since Desert. Yeah, not since Atari Azura. So it's been... Since then, it was like a year and a half pretty much between Atari Azura, the first Atari Azura. Oh, whenever I first saw it was Azura was the alt. Like, she finally got an alt. Yes, I was definitely more excited for that than I was summoning for Jafar. But actually summoning her, I don't think I got as excited. Rip saw that tweet. Yeah. Dude, I had 125 orbs in there and I accidentally hit redeem, and Faux Mortis was in there as well. Like, look at how empty my orb inbox is now. It's just 21 measly orbs. I'm gonna have to wait to build that up again. Which is also why I have 124 orbs. Or 224 orbs. Anyways. Next we have a +1, +2 mist. Then we have Shannon, +1, +2 Dancer Nephany. My bad. Wow, I'm getting that all sorts of wrong. Also, she doesn't have her assist skill because I think I was leveling her up or something. Or getting her SP. I don't know. Actually, I think whenever I formatted her, I don't think she was level 40. I think I did have to level her up a couple times, and that's why I took away Dance. Sephiran, I believe Christmas Sephiran. Yes. Bridal Micaiah and Soth. That's nothing but one full circle, and that's only if you pull the whole thing. True. That's nothing but one full... Yeah. There's not a lot of orbs in there, but, like, if you just wait a few months, because I think... When was the last time I redeemed my orb inbox? Like, completely. It was recent. I don't remember what it was for. But anyways, I don't even know if it was completely. But, like, it doesn't take a whole long. Like, it doesn't take very long. Like, after a month, usually you'll have, like, 40 to 60 orbs in your inbox. Like, if you just had nothing in there. Depending on how many events there were and stuff. But if you just give it time, it'll build back up. Like, I just kind of let them sit in there and ignore them. But every now and then I'll check to see how many orbs are in there. And that time I decided to check how many orbs were in there. I accidentally hit redeem instead of cancel, which was unfortunate. But yeah, now Summer Micaiah, Soth, Halloween Mia, Summer Mia, and Lucina. Okay, Masked Marth. Kane, Mufasa, New Year's Liar, Pirate to Barn, Leanne, who I would love to +10 one day. She's +4. I wasn't even going to guess her merges because I couldn't even remember. And I forgot to guess. But I want to get an extra Elm, New Year's Elm, because then I can give her Beast and Trace. Because I had in one of the Binding Worlds a Leanne who had Beast and Trace, and I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. So I want to do that one day. Pirate Vika, Ashura, Fallen Female Legendary Robin or whatever, +3. I knew it was +3, but I completely forgot to guess anyways. Valentine's Female Robin, Valentine's Lissa, +1, +1 Maribel, +1 Bridal Cordelia, +2 apparently. Lucina? What are you talking about? That's Marth. That's why I said, yeah, Masked Marth. That's what I said. What are you talking about? Oh, because one of these Cordelias I'm pretty sure was one of the combat manuals, and that's why she's +2. +1, +3 Dancer Olivia. I don't remember getting that many. And then 2 Halloween Henry. This isn't Halloween. This is Spring Henry. I did have 2 Halloween Henrys. I think one of them might be in my reserves. I don't remember. Bridal Tikis, +3. That was way off. +1 Fallen Female Corrin. He's on the double special hero. Who is? Spring Henry? Oh, I'm like, where is he? Oh, Elm, yeah. He is, but like I don't want to spend a whole lot of orbs trying to go for him. And plus, I wouldn't if I don't have Elm at all. If I got an Elm, I wouldn't want to fodder off the only Elm I have. So I would want to try and get 2. So it would take I don't know how many orbs, and the summer banners are right around the corner, so I'd rather just wait until somebody else has Beast and Trace or until the next New Year's banner. The next New Year's like season, whenever his banner comes back. We're past here. Cordelia, Spring Henry's. This one's +3, +2. Okay, I combined the +1 and +2. +2 Legendary Corrin, Felicia, +1, +2 Mikoto, +10 Kagero. I think I just had a bunch of feathers, and I decided just +10 her because I wanted to build her at some point, but I just haven't built her yet because I don't remember +10ing her, to be honest. Usually I remember +10ing somebody, but I don't remember +10ing her. I'm sitting on a +7 Valentine's Leo and no orbs. Dang. Well, if you haven't done the story maps, there's a few orbs there. The double special banner will last for a little bit. I think... How many days? 13 days. So the first summer banner this year will show up before this banner goes away. So if you don't want to summon on the summer banner, you can get the orbs from the Tempest Trials to summon on this for more picnic or Valentine's Leos. Okay, here we are. Then we have a +1 Bunny Kagero. And then a +3? 4. +4 Bo Hinoka, which I guess she's not the only Bo Hinoka anymore, but that's still what I refer to her as. Did I already pass Legendary Hinoka and I don't even remember it? It was a while ago, though, because we've been streaming for an hour and a half. All right, well, anyways. +1 Setsuna. I think I did, wow, 38 attack. Oh, Brave Bow, that's why. But still, I think I did this because a while ago I would see somebody had a Setsuna soloing thing, like build with against certain things. I'm like, oh, I could try doing that, and then I just never did because it took more investment than I had. And I think the only reason I considered it was because I couldn't find any free-to-play guides for whatever I was struggling with that I could do. I'm going to have to skip the summer, which I should be okay with because they've already given me summer, Ash, and there can't be a better unit for that. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then true. Will we ever get a base Mikoto? I had high hopes with this Valentine's banner being dated themed that the duo was going to be Sumeragi and Mikoto, but it wasn't the case. I'm pretty sure this is base Mikoto. But she just happened to be on the Adrift banner. I'm pretty sure this is base Mikoto. Because her description doesn't even... A Fates Mikoto? This is Fates. Are you just saying... Oh, being a Fates theme, not a dated theme. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So, we do have base Mikoto. I was hoping that we would get Sumeragi too for Valentine's banner, but this is the first Valentine's banner that didn't have dad issues. But it was Fates too. They could have done Sumeragi Mikoto, but they didn't. I don't know why. They could have done Sumeragi with the Hoshidan siblings, but they did Norian siblings. No, okay, not all of them. They did Elise and Leo, and then they did... Did they do Kikumi? I don't remember. She's in the normal pool. It does say she is the queen of another... Oh, of another Hoshido. Huh. That's true. Maybe she's not base Mikoto. I don't even know. Maybe she's not. Does this count as a drift Mikoto? I don't know. I'd have to play the story map or paralog or whatever again to see how Mikoto interacts with Azura or how Azura interacts with Mikoto. But I'm pretty sure one of the first, not one of the, what I remember a Tempest Trials that had some sort of story involved young Azura and I think Loki trying to trick young Azura or something like that. But I don't remember if Mikoto was involved with that. So maybe this is... Because I don't know what else would it mean by another Hoshido. So yeah, maybe this isn't base Mikoto. I just always assumed it was, but I guess since it was from the Adrift banner, it's not technically base Mikoto. She's technically Adrift Mikoto. Yeah, I guess so, because the Camilla and both the Korans are Adrift. I still don't know why it's Camilla, considering I don't know if Azura really had much interaction with Camilla as a child. But a Reet would have made more sense. But we do have a Reet, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess this is Adrift Mikoto. And then I have a +1 Takumi, New Year's Takumi, +2 Sakura, +1 Halloween Sakura. Yep. Hot Spring Sakura, +1 Kaze, because I wanted to build Kaze, but I never did. So I just merged him to get rid of his Bane. And then Dancer Xander, +1, +2 Brave Camilla. I don't remember getting that. Niles, Elise. I do have Duo Elise. I couldn't remember if I had Elise and Sakura, but I do. And then I must use my 40th summon on Leo. I don't remember summoning on that banner. Was that this year? I don't know. This year's been weird for me. I don't remember a whole lot of the banners. But then again, I don't normally remember. I don't know. Unless it's a banner I really like, a unit I really wanted, I usually won't like remember too much of it. Plus, I have 700 5-star units, more than 700 5-star units. It's gonna be hard for me to remember everything. Kiragi, New Year's Selkie, +2 Valuria, +1 Nina, Thief Nina, and Kagero. Wait, really? I don't remember her being... Okay, whatever. Yep, I'm fine with that. I like Kagero. I wish it was swapped because I like Kagero more than Nina, but whatever. Fallen Rhea, Fallen Edelgard, +1 Linhart, Bernadetta, +5, +6 Dorothea. On her debut banner, she was, I think, the dancer with the highest attack stat at the time, so I kept trying to summon for a plus attack Dorothea because that was before trait fruits were a thing. I think it was shortly before trait fruits were a thing. And I just couldn't. I summoned 7 Dorotheas. Not one of them was plus attack. So I gave up. I almost +10 Dorothea without a single plus attack Dorothea. But now I have trait fruits if I really want. I stopped and like trying to go for that anymore. I use her as a dancer more than anything else now. I don't really care too much about her attack stat. But maybe one day I'll invest more in her offensive stats. But like, I really wanted a plus attack Dorothea because she had such a high attack stat for a dancer at the time, and I +6 Dorothea, my goodness. And then +10 Mercedes, +2, +4 Christmas Annette. Christmas, was this past year? I guess I don't remember, whatever. +1 Claude, Brave Claude, +1, +2. Okay, I knew it was +2, but for some reason I'm like, I don't think I summoned that many Claudes. But +2 Legendary Claude. Oh, you know what? I remember why I summoned so much for Legendary Claude whenever Leaf was on the same banner as him. Because at the time, I was trying to have every single 3 houses character in Fire Emblem Heroes, at least one of each of them. And I was doing good. I don't remember who I missed initially. I think it was Fallen Edelgard was the first one I missed. But like, I really wanted to get Legendary Claude because he was a 3 houses unit, and I wanted to have all 3 houses units in the game. I have since not cared as much about that, but I think that's why I went for Legendary Claude so much. And then Pelagian Raphael, Christmas, Winter, and Ignatz, Christmas, Winter, Lysithia, and Loot, or is it Katarina? It's Loot. It's Loot because it's Sacred Stones. Okay. And then +1 Brave Marianne, Summer Hilda and Marianne, Summer Leonie, Yuri, +1 Flame, Kranya, Eleonora, and Etier. So that's every single 5-star I have. Not in my reserves. Not moved to reserves. Manage groups. I'm not even going to say every single one. So I have these 4 stars. I'm not going to worry about the Grand Hero Battle or Tempest Trials. These are all neutral heroes. You can just look at them. A lot of them, some of them were Resplendent. Some of them just were 40th summons. A lot of them were summoned as neutral, and that's why I kept them as such. So I'm not going to worry about going through every single one of those. But then there's a few extra 5 stars in here. You can just see them. This is where my other asserters are being held captive. There's a few more that I wouldn't like Garrick. Oh, there isn't. I could make a plus whatever. But yeah, there's those few extras. Now, how do I see your manuals? Here is all of my comment. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go for the ones that are more interesting. I got a lot of sabers, so I could make a +5 saber, but since he has shield pulse, I always thought that was a kind of unique skill. And I think it's only him and Fjorm that have them. There might be somebody else I don't remember, so that's why I haven't merged him. Can I sort by... I cannot sort them by amount. So I'm going to see if I can't find... I have 5 leans. I really want to merge them, but I want to wait until I get more. There's that Manuela I was talking about. You can just see them, I guess. I'm not going to go through every single one. I have 4 Fioras, which is great for the Pegasus flight, which is why I have so many, or why I have them as combat manuals and not merges. I have 3 Gatries, apparently. 4 Happies, so I could make a +6 Happy, but I'm hesitant because of her skills. Plus, I have a +1 Nagi with another Nagi that I haven't turned into a manual yet, which makes it +2 technically. So I could make a +9 Nagi. If I didn't fodder off one of my Nagis to my female Corrin, I could have a +10 Nagi right now. If that tells you anything. I do have 3 Sonya and Tharja manuals, so I could have a +6 Sonya and Tharja. 6 Lus. Okay, there was 6. I could have a +6 Lu if I wanted. I don't have any reason not to. I just kind of always forget. 4 Fallen Leons, 3 Renix. I have gotten a lot of Renix. 4 Shamirs. Sigurd is the best. You should do it. The Nagis? I'm hesitant about the Nagis. Her weapon refined is nice. I believe that, but I'm hesitant about the Nagis because she has distant counter. And like having this many Nagis has like plenty of bountiful like distant counter fodder. I do have 3 Hectors, so I might do that at some point. But the other thing is she's an armored unit, and I don't use armored units a whole lot. So maybe at some point, if I get 1 more Nagi, I will +10 her. But for now, I'll just leave them like this because I just need 1 more to +10 her. Who else? Saber is in my top 3 favorite Echoes units, and ever since his debut banner, I've been waiting for him to get any alt of any kind. However, I don't think he's popular enough to receive one. But there's plenty of unpopular characters that have gotten alts, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities for Saber to get an alt. I wouldn't doubt it if he gets an alt sometime soon. Let's see here. There's the 2 Ninja Lins I was talking about. I could have had 6 Lins. I don't remember what their IVs were before I did that. And then 3 Brave Claudes. I'm not going to worry about the 4 stars, but yeah. I have 3 Yuris as well, so I have 3 potential Sea Dual Infantry 4 fodders. Yeah, Nagi, once I turn that other Nagi into a combat manual, I'll have 8 Nagi manuals, so Nagi will be the unit I have the most, the 5-star unit that I have the most manuals of, which is kind of insane to think about. But yeah, let's go over here, and let's sort them a different way now. By obtained. Who was my first 5-star? Roy. Roy was my first ever 5-star I summoned. Not my first 5-star exclusive, because he got demoted, obviously. But he was my first ever 5-star I summoned. And which I was happy about, because my only thing I knew about Fire Emblem before playing Fire Emblem Heroes was Smash Bros. So I only knew Marth, Roy, and Ike. And I think maybe a little bit of somebody at like Chrom and Lucina and Robin, because they were also, or not Chrom as much, but like Lucina and Robin, because they were in Were they in Brawl? No, they weren't in Brawl. They were in the one after Brawl. I don't remember when I started playing or when that was. But no, I guess that was before Heroes because I knew about Lucina and Robin before actually playing Heroes. So Roy was my first 5-star hero. My first 5-star exclusive one was Ninian. My second one was Sanaki, which is also why Ninian and Sanaki I kind of liked as more as characters compared to everybody else, even though I don't know a whole lot about them, or I didn't at the time. But just because they were some of the first ones that I got, so I had a bit of attachments to. And then I used my free Brave hero on Brave Roy before I summoned for anybody, which I realized was a mistake way after the fact. Because then I realized the next year that I could have just summoned for all of them, and then once I got 3 out of 4, I could just use my 40th one on Roy. But I ended up getting Lynn, Lucina, and Ike on their debut banner, as well as the free Roy, which was kind of insane. I got 2 Halloween Henrys. Okay, the second Halloween Henry is a little ways down, but I did get 2. See, look, these Nowies were on her debut banner. And then these 2 were shortly after. Were in between the Halloween and the Christmas banner, which means they were from the legendary banners, the first legendary banner that they were on. That's why I didn't get them from their debut banner or the banner after that. There's the Azura. Yeah. And then recent ones, because there's a lot of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. Did just get this Nagi today, I think, for my arena ticket. I have this. I don't know why I wanted to go to recent. But we'll go to... Oh, you wanted to see level. So here are all of my plus 10s. 5-star exclusives ones. There's Azura, Micaiah, Azura, and Azura. So besides Azura, I only have 1 plus 10 5-star exclusive, and that is Micaiah. Most of those were pity breakers or 4-star special rates. Which besides Azura, I have not tried to plus 10 anybody intentionally yet that I have plus 10. So you said besides Azura, who is my favorite plus 10 unit or unit that I'm trying to plus 10? To use, I would honestly say Micaiah because she's always been a really strong unit. And that's why I invested in her, even though Micaiah is not my favorite character, or she's not one of my favorite. She's maybe in top 10 or top 20. But she's definitely, okay, maybe not top 10, top 20. But there's other characters that I like more than her, but they're just harder to get because most of them are 5-star exclusive. But she's always been strong, and that's why I invested in her with Attack Res Menace and Attack Defense Ideal. What are your thoughts on the rumored FE4 remake? FE4 is Genealogy, right? It's Sigurd's game. Or it's either that or Thracia. I don't remember. It's one of those two. I would be down for it, especially if it's in English. I plus 10 to Owain without ever summoning for him. That's pretty much how it was for Micaiah for me, except for maybe the first one, whenever she first came out. And that's how it has been for Annette, except for maybe the first one when she first came out. And Annette is now plus 9. Legendary Edelgard, she's plus 7. I don't remember if I summoned her on her debut banner, but the majority of those were... I wasn't intentionally summoning for Edelgard, but I did summon for the banner that had... Oh, it was Dagger, Edelgard, and Nagi. Or was it Edelgard, Freya, and Nagi? Was Nagi even on that? No, it wasn't. It was Freya, Nagi, and it was Freya, Dagger, and Edelgard. That's why I summoned on that banner. I didn't get too many daggers, but I did get a lot of Edelgards and Freyas. But Nagi was... Okay. What banners was Nagi even on? I don't even remember now. I need to look it up. Does Game Press say what banners she was on? No. Does Fandom? Maybe Game Press doesn't. I just missed it. Let's see here. Is it in MISC? I received 3 Owains in a row from the 4-star special tickets for 3 weeks straight in search for Hubert. Dang. Yeah, in search of Rajats or Annette or even Sonia at this point, I've gotten a ton of Minervas, Dorcases, and other people. Because my Minerva, I don't think I summoned intentionally for a single Minerva, and she's +7. All right, so Nagi summoning events. What legend? She was on legend. She was on Legendary Heroes Edelgard. So that had Nagi, Edelgard, and Celica. So I think that's where I got some of my Nagis from. Maybe most of them. Or maybe, oh no, it was Hero Fest, wasn't it? Because Hero Fest, no, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember where I got all these Nagis from. But, here, I'll go to Legendary Edelgard now and see who was on the banner with her and the other units. Not quotes. Misk. Summoning events. So she was on the Legendary Heroes... Mythic Heroes Dagger. Was this the one? Yep, it was Dagger, Freya, and Edelgard. I didn't get too many Daggers, but I did get a lot of Edelgards and Freyas. When did I get my first Azura? Sonia, Leanne. I don't think this Azura, my current one. Yeah, here's the neutral one, but that was way after. I'm pretty sure my first Azura I merged into a different Azura because that was before Trait Fruits, which is unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Something I've never shared before. Something I've never said. I have a Google Doc with every single unit I've summoned and what happened to those units, except for Jafar, because I made the doc after I had already frauded off Jafar to Lynn, and I don't remember when I summoned him. Favorite legendary hero? Azura. Duh. Not Azura, though? Hinoka's up there. I think Deirdre, honestly. I use Deirdre a lot. She's really strong. Yeah, I think Deirdre is my favorite legendary hero. Deirdre, I've been using Hinoka a lot too because she's new and she's also really strong. So I think top 3 besides Azura would be Deirdre, Hinoka. In that order. Deirdre, Hinoka, and then... I mean, I really like Gunthra, but she's not very strong. If we're talking about characters I like, not necessarily just for the character, not for how much I use them, it would definitely be Gunthra, then Deirdre, then Hinoka, probably. But since Gunthra is not very strong, I think it's Deirdre, Hinoka, Julia. I think that's actually the trio. My top 3 that I use a lot. Even though Deirdre and Julia are the same, they're both blue tome units and they're both Earth Season. I use them both. I was looking at the Google Doc, wasn't I? When was my first Azura? My first actual Azura. Not Performing Arts. Not New Year's. Not Performing Arts, not Performing Arts, not Performing Arts. I had 5 Performing Arts Azuras after the first rerun banner. Holy cow. Young Azura, Legendary Azura. I got my first Azura after Legendary Azura came out. And after I'd already summoned 2 Legendary Azuras. I got her in the same circle as a Minerva and an Owain. I don't even know what banner it was on. Maybe the New Year's banner of that year? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it was the Christmas banner. Because why else did I summon on blue? Because I think I was going for Christmas Ephraim, or Brave Ephraim. What? I don't even know. I just know that I got Azura, Owain, and Minerva in the same circle. I don't remember what banner it was on. But I got her... I still have the first Owain, apparently. He might not be in here, though. Christmas Ephraim or Owain. Or Legendary Azura, because I think... Oh, no. Both of those were merged. But it was after Young Azura, actually. Christmas Ephraim. And this is why I have this Google Doc. I trust your Young Azura is +10 and fully built. It is +10 and she has skills. I don't use her a whole lot. She doesn't have the best skills, but at the time she had some of the best skills. But yeah, she's plus 10. She's pretty much fully built. I trait fruited her to give her plus defense. Since she's a Grail unit, she didn't have any IVs. But yeah, where would Azura be? So she would be... Oh, this is literally my second Minerva that I've summoned. My second Minerva was plus attack. So this Minerva, this Owain, and my first Azura were in the same circle. Because my first Azura would have been right after this Owain. Actually, apparently the order was Minerva, Owain, Azura. So I got Pity Broken by Minerva. Owain was in the same circle. And then right after Owain, I got regular Azura. So I was summoning for somebody green. Who was I summoning for? Christmas Lissa? That's the next green unit. Yeah, so I guess it was on the first rerun of the... First or second rerun of the first Christmas banner when I was trying to go for Christmas Lissa. What would be your ideal 4 units to place in a second engaged banner? Are you doing this to me, FE engage character. Because I don't want to remember just the characters that I remember. Because I always forget about Gold Mary, even though she's one of my favorite characters from the game. So... Vander. Lapis. Gold Mary. And then either Mavier or Ivy. And then the Tempest... Actually, Mavier can be the Tempest... Or the Grand Hero Battle. And then Ivy can be the 4th unit on the banner. And then... Oh, wait, but Jade. Jade... Have Vander as the Grand Hero Battle. No, because that's an all-female banner, which I guess wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but like... Have Ivy as the Grand Hero Battle. Have Jade on the banner. Well, but then people will summon if Ivy's the Grand Hero. Whatever. Have either Jade or Lapis as the Grand Hero Battle. Then have Vander, Ivy, and Mavier. Wait, who am I missing? Vander, Lapis, Ivy, Gold Mary. I forgot. I forgot about Gold Mary even after I just said about forgetting about Gold Mary. Okay. So Gold Mary, Ivy, Vander, and then either Lapis or Jade on the banner, and then the Grand Hero Battle can be either Lapis or Jade. See, I didn't forget about Gold Mary. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything I was planning on doing for the stream. I went through every single 5-star I have. Well, okay, I didn't go through, like, the builds of some of them. So, Paula, I didn't actually I gave her Swift Sparrow 3, that's about it, and Carrot Cudgel. I don't even remember who has that. I always forget about Gold Mary, proceeds to forget about Gold. That's exactly what happened, unfortunately. You can't even, that wasn't even planned. You just can't make that up. I said I always forget about Gold Mary, and then that's exactly what just happened. Let's see here. Oh, I can explain my old Fallen Celica build. Do I have her as a skill set? Big Beef. No, I don't. Well, I have something as a skill set. So originally, apparently whenever you edit a set name, it changes it for everybody. I didn't realize that, so I'm not worrying about changing the names. Originally, before I got the new Form of Soul for Fallen Celica, she had Ninja Katana. So then she attacks twice and gets +4 speed. She had Rally Up Attack, probably. I think she had Gale Force, which doesn't help for attack. She had Life and Death 4. And then she had Close Call 3, as well as Odd Tempest 3. So she was really good about getting places. Big Beef. I named that for her. I don't remember. I named it that because it's supposed to be like my super powered class, basically, or whatever. I don't remember if this is for her or not, but whatever. Yeah, so she could double anybody, quadruple anybody, but she didn't do a whole lot of damage a lot of times. She couldn't one round KO somebody. So it's kind of a problem. But luckily she's a lot better now, and she gets Kanto with Florid Cane. I'd have to refine it for speed or attack, because I haven't re-refined it since I got the Form of Soul. But yeah, that's how that went. Brave Celica is just her regular skill set. Roy, I've always wanted to make Roy a distant counter build type thing, but then Legendary Roy ended up being that. Like, he just got distant counter in his weapon. So I haven't really used Roy a whole lot, but I would like to invest more in Roy, because I haven't really done anything for him. I gave him Warding Breath from a Legendary Ike, but that's about it. I want to invest more in Roy at some point, but I don't know if I will. Sophia was the first 4-star unit that I'm pretty sure she was the first 4-star unit I invested premium skills in. At the time, close counter was, I don't think there was close counter, and then there was the close foil and close ward. There wasn't any of the special close counter skills at the time. So, and I wanted her to be, she had this, and then she also had defense res close, whatever it's called, what is it called? Stance. She had defense res stance, bracing stance. So she could, no matter what range the enemy was, she would get +8 to defense and resistance if they initiated combat on her, and then joint drive attack, she would get a bit extra attack. And with her low speed with quick riposte, she would always counterattack with doubling the counterattack. But she was really good for a while, but I just kind of stopped using her, and I really need to reinvest in her if I want to use her again. Green, kind of the same thing as Fallen Celica, except this time she has bonus doubler and rouse attack defense. I wanted rouse attack speed, but I just couldn't get it for her. So she has Ninja Yumi. She does extra damage depending on how much speed she has, which is why I wanted rouse attack speed. And then bonus doubler gives her double the attack and defense from this, so she would actually get +12, which would have been nice for attack and speed. Which is why I gave her even speed wave after I formed her, because it kind of every other turn evens it out. But she can do a lot of damage whenever she gets her bonuses. That's why I did that. Tharja, kind of the same thing as she's like basically what Sophia is, but a little bit more modernized, tiny bit, because she has low speed res, and then she has close reversal. She's not that good. Once she gets a Resplendent, she'll be better. But yeah, she's not that good compared to Sophia. Sophia has a higher attack. Sophia has way better defense and resistance. She has lower speed and more HP though. So Sophia is all around better, but she's also got Resplendent. Without the Resplendent, she would have 1 less attack, 3 more defense, 6 more resistance, and she'd have 21 speed. So once Tharja gets that, she'll have 57 attack, 42 speed, 31 defense, and 28 res. So she'll actually be a lot better. But for now, she's not. I haven't done anything for Versa besides give her a couple premium skills for Arena, which I haven't really used her in a whole lot. Get those infantry dragon flowers. That's true. But there is a problem with that, and I will go over that. Isn't it? Ally growth, isn't it? Use dragon flowers. Let's say, for instance, Roy. Oh, actually, I have a lot more than I thought I did. I actually could do that. I didn't realize I had so many dragon flowers. What the heck? I haven't done this in a little bit, apparently. So if I did that with Tharja, she'd get a +5 to every stat. She'd actually become pretty decent. I don't know if I'll do that right now, because there might be other units that I want to consider first. But definitely Tharja is one of the ones to consider for that, because I do like Tharja, and she's not that good right now. All right, so who's next? Who else have I? Mercedes, I haven't really done a whole lot with. I'm pretty sure this is mostly what her base kit is, except for Swift Sparrow 3. She normally has attack res push 4. I'm pretty sure I tweeted about this, but I had an extra Catherine, so I foddered it to her, because in my head, low speed defense was good for her. She's a mage unit. Defense does not matter. Resistance does. You have so many. I always blow them on stupid things. Wait for her resplendent. Yeah, I'll probably wait for her resplendent, and then with that, if I wait for her resplendent and then do the dragon flowers, she'll have a +9 to what she currently has. So yeah, I did make a mistake with Summer Mercedes. Once I get her to +10, I'll probably give her different premium skills. But yeah, +9 would be great for every stat because she'd be at 62 attack, 47 speed, 36 defense, and 33 resistance, plus +5 to HP. I don't think Resplendent gives you plus anything to HP. Maybe it does. I don't remember. But that would be nice. Who is next? Olwen, I gave her Life and Death. Kind of wanted to try and make her like Speed Heart. Give her more speed to try and double people. Not so much. +7? No, because isn't it +4? Resplendent gives +2? I thought it was +4. Really? No, that sounds right. But still, +7 is a lot. Resplendent stat boost. Does permanent stat boost? +2 to stats everywhere. Is it also +2 to HP? Because that's really nice too. But then Thea, I gave a little bit to Thea, but not really a whole lot. I just gave her a budget build. I wanted to invest more in her, but I'm not at the moment. 45 speed is still a lot for whenever her unit came out. +10 plus speed. Ninian, I just wanted to give her some freemium skills. I think she was one of the first former units that I grabbed from the Hollow Forms that I already had beforehand. Loot, I just gave her Swift Sparrow 3 because I had a bunch of Swift Sparrow 3 apparently, and I'm like, that's a good, like, decent, like, budget premium skill to give to people apparently. Micaiah, I already went over Micaiah. Fairly sure it's plus HP as well. I think that would make sense. Yeah, Micaiah, we already went over her a little bit. But yeah, Micaiah's got some pretty good skills. I went over female Corrin a little bit too, so I'm not going to worry about her. Cordelia, these are some good skills for her to have that I grabbed from her Hall of Forms, which even still, they're not bad skills. This could have some better skills for her too, but not bad. Cordelia's kind of got a basin. Who's your favorite character? Funny you mention it. We're right next, or Azura right here is my favorite character in Fire Emblem. This is not what she normally looks like, though.
Let's go.
Sometimes I'll swap her attire from her one because I do like her regular attire too. But that is what this is. Azura, my favorite Fire Emblem character, the Lady of the Lake from Fire Emblem Fates. Effie, I didn't really go over Effie, but I did show that I had what skills Effie had. Kind of just like your standardized armored unit build with high investment anyways. Sonya has some pretty good skills. Lady of the Lake. Yep. I mean, that's literally her. Sonya had some pretty good stuff. I wanted to do something else for her A skill. I can't remember what I was trying to go for, but I couldn't get it. And I'm like, Stillwater is pretty good too. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Fur kind of went over. I didn't really go over Fur, but like you saw her skills. Her skills are okay. Her A skills are the best thing about this build, but like it's not even that good because her resistance is not that good. Female Corrin. I think female Corrin might have been before Bridal Ninian actually. Before or after, I don't remember. But her skills are kind of meh nowadays. They're pretty good at the time. Hot Springs Hinoka, though. She's got some pretty good skills, even for right now. So I'm glad I did that for Hinoka. Rajat, I wanted Rajat to be a really good distant defense, like mage and bow countering unit. She's still pretty good at that, but if I could get her to +10, it'd be better. And I think I was considering swapping her to a close counter build, but I don't know. In the time that you've been playing Faye, which year was your favorite overall for the game? Nostalgically, within that first year I was playing was probably the best year because like the game was still new to me, so I didn't fully understand how the appearance rates worked, and all the characters were new, so I was like growing attached to these new characters that I knew nothing about. So nostalgically, I think that first year I started playing was probably the best. But like after like a couple years, the new units and the seasonal units just started becoming power creep units. So And we got not that many Azura alts after that first year or two. So like, what's the point? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think that first year I was playing was probably one of my favorite years. I don't remember exactly what happened every year though, so I can't really speak for every year. I don't know much about Fire Emblem. Do you like her aesthetically, or does she have cool character writing? So the reason I started liking Azura was because she was one of the like seasonal units that I got like a bunch whenever I first started playing the game. She's very important in her game, Fire Emblem Fates. Fire Emblem Fates is widely believed to have the worst writing in the Fire Emblem franchise, but she's definitely the best character in that game. Of course, everybody likes Camilla more than her because of appearance. But aesthetically, that's why I started liking Azura, was because of aesthetically. But after playing a bit of her game and like learning more about her story and her backstory and stuff like that, I do like her as a character more than just for her appearance. But that's how I started the interest in her, was because of her appearance and the fact that I had gotten so many of her so early on whenever I first started playing this game. All right, who's next? Summer Gunthra she's got good skills. It could be better. I would like to plus 10 her at some point, but nothing can beat the time when people would throw themselves on a blade to have a Lyn, Takumi, Hector, or Ryoma in their Fae game. Good times. No, like for real, Lyn. I don't know if Lyn was too good in the beginning, but she was one of the more popular characters in the game at the time, which is why she got so many alts. And she still gets alts every now and then. But yeah, and then Takumi and Hector, before you could inherit skills, which you could inherit skills after I started playing, or before I started playing the game. Hector and Takumi, before you could inherit skills, they were the only ones that had close counter and distant counter. Same with Ryoma and Ike, but that was built into their weapons and not as skills. So they were really good, like strong units to have. It's fair. I main Ike in Smash Bros. Because I really liked his design. Yeah, Ike has a really good design. Personally, I think so. Azura is from the same game as Corrin is, and personally, I think a lot of people think this, but not everybody, that it should have been Azura instead of Corrin, because Azura is more of the face of Fates than Corrin is, but Corrin is the main character, like the character you play as. But Azura is like she's the main character, but like in a different way for Fates. Plus, she uses a lance instead of a sword, which would have been a lot more unique for a Fire Emblem character instead of most of them using swords, which Corrin is still a pretty unique Fire Emblem character for Smash, but I know people have complained a lot about all the sword characters in Smash because of Fire Emblem, but Ike is pretty cool too. I like Roy. Before I started getting very much into Fire Emblem, Roy was definitely my favorite of the Fire Emblem characters. Leo is best Fates character in your opinion. Leo's a pretty good character. He has actually a really good story too. He's the only, like, if I were to compare between the Hoshiden Royals and the Norian Royals, he's the only one who I prefer the Norian Royal over the Hoshiden Royal. Because I prefer Ryoma to Xander, and I prefer Hinoka to Camilla, but I prefer Sakura to Elise, but I prefer Leo to Takumi. Dang, now I feel robbed. Lance Wheeler would have been fun to play. Yeah, it would have been great, but like, Corrin was the main character, so they decided to go with Corrin. As well as in the most recent Fire Emblem game, the DLC like ring from that was associated with her game, they chose Camilla instead of her because here, I don't think I have a 5-star Camilla. Wait, do I even have a 4-star Camilla? No. Do I have a 5-star Camilla? I don't think so. Not in my barracks right now. Okay, well, this is Spring Camilla. She has very two here. I'll just go to it's a lot easier if I do this, so you can see what she looks like in the game. Where is she? She's way down here. So she has two very big reasons why everybody likes Camilla from Fates so much, and just her whole aesthetic, really. Arguably, she plays a bigger role in the story than Corrin does. She really does. I haven't actually finished Fates, but I know that she plays a bigger role in the story than Corrin does. But yeah, they chose Camilla for Fire Emblem Engage. I'm glad they chose Corrin over Camilla for Smash because I would rather have Corrin than Camilla in Smash. But I think one reason why they chose Corrin over Azura was because like Azura is not exactly the most modestly dressed character. So at the time there would be like Smashes for good boys and girls before Pyra and Mithra. So like she shows off like part of her side, like most of her left leg. She shows off a lot, like considerable amount of skin for a Smash character. Whereas I don't have Corrin in her typical attire.
Got it. Okay.
Whereas Corrin, she shows off a little bit of the inner side of her legs and then her feet. And then some of her shoulder. But like Corrin, like,
All right.
oh wait, was that just in her damaged art? That was just in her damaged art. So
Here I go.
Corrin is a lot more modestly dressed than Azura is. And I think that might be why they chose Corrin over Azura. But I don't know. Tell that to Zero Suit Samus. I mean, Zero Suit Samus does show off a lot of skin, but like, okay, so my main thing with Azura is how much of the leg she shows. You can't see my mouse, but like how much of the leg she shows and like how close to that region the skin goes. Like Zero Suit Samus, whenever she's in her like sports attire or whatever, she's at least wearing like shorts too. Yeah, I did think of whenever I was talking about showing skin, I did think of Zero Suit Samus. Because I think Zero Suit Samus is probably the one that shows the most skin in the game of female characters in Smash. There's some speculation that the reason Corrin was selected solely to promote Fates as a game. I mean, that's probably it. Like, because I think Corrin was put in the game before Fates came out. I don't think I have male Corrin somewhere in my barracks, do I? No. I see your point. That makes sense. Yeah, but like, I feel like they chose Corrin over Azura as well because like I'm pretty sure it was before Fates even came out, so it was probably just to promote the player character more so than it was to promote I would just kind of like in the same way Lord of the Rings, like the player character would be like Frodo, but the main character is actually Sam. It's kind of like how that's not a very accurate representation, but like how there's player character and then there's main character. Like I feel like Azura is the main character for Fates, but Corrin is the player character for Fates. So I think that's probably why they chose. That's another reason why they would have chosen Corrin over Azura. But it still would have been nice to have something other than a sword user, even though Corrin is a pretty unique sword user because she's also she depending on if you use male or female Corrin, uses water stuff too and like dragon stuff too. Samus and Bayonetta are the most provocative I can think about from memory. Bayonetta in her game is very provocative, but in Smash she's not like she has very suggestive like gestures. I'm pretty sure. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure she's covering up most of her skin. Fates was only released in Japanese at the time of then being added as DLC. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it is unfortunate. I would have loved to have Azura in the game. At this point, I would have loved to have Azura in the game. But at that point in time, I knew nothing about Azura or anything about, like, not much about Fire Emblem in general. So, like, just... I don't think if that happened today instead, like not today, but like within the past few years instead, I would have been way more happy for it. But like if it was way before Fire Emblem Heroes was even a thing, I would have been like, I don't know who this character is, so I wouldn't have cared as much as I would now, is what I'm saying. It's been almost 2.5 hours. I've already gone through my entire barracks way faster than I meant to, which is why I went back and actually reacted to a few stuff. Just in general. I don't think I've actually gone through all of these units yet. Jirsha, I haven't done anything yet, but I want to. Tharja was a Formasoul and got some pretty good skills for her. If you want to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum. I'm assuming that's a quote from something, but I don't recognize what from. George, I haven't given him any skills yet, but I want to. Leanne, I've given her a little bit, but I would like to give her more whenever I get more merges for her. I think my next, after I get Summer Mercedes, my next merge project will be Bridal Cordelia. Are we doing a friend code reveal? I never really kept my friend code secret. Not many people have really asked for it, but yeah, I mean, I can show it off. What kind of abilities does Azura have? If she did appear in Smash, what kind of playstyle do you think she'd have? She would be very water oriented because she's Lady of the Lake. She would have more water type abilities than where's my friend code? It's over here, isn't it? She would have more water abilities than Corrin does because she's more water oriented. She has her lance, so obviously she'd have like things that she could do, like spinning around the lance and stuff. But she's also primarily a singer. Like that's her main role, like in the gameplay of the game. So like whenever you sing or dance towards somebody, you give them another action for that turn. So I feel like kind of like similar to Jigglypuff, she might sing and like put people to sleep or debuff them or something like that. I don't know if debuffing would be like something they would do for that early of a Smash game. But I feel like she would definitely have singing as part of her kit. And it might even be her ultimate, too. I don't even know. Her ultimate ability. Her Super Smash ability. And the reason I didn't put Azura as one of these two up here was because she's in the thumbnail, like very prominently in the thumbnail. I'm like, I would love to put Azura on both sides of the screen, too. But I'm like, I want to show off other characters besides Azura. So I put Chloe from Engage, and I put Mercedes from Three Houses. I tried to finish my +10 Bridal Cordelia this year, but instead I got 6 Lens. No. That's what I'm afraid of. So arranged Jigglypuff, that sounds cool. Kind of. I don't know what her recovery would be. Something to do with water, I'm sure. Her final smash would most likely be similar to her move in Warriors, where she'd be performing either the Hishido or Nor version of the song, shortened, ending off by a tidal wave. Actually, yeah, that would be pretty good. Kind of like how Peach and Daisy's final smashes puts people to sleep, but instead of keeping them asleep and you can eat all of the things from the smash ability, final smash, to heal yourself, you could just it damages them. Like they're basically immobilized during the smash if they don't resist it, and then they're vulnerable to getting hit by the ending smash tidal wave thing. That would be interesting, yeah. But Azura's a really cool character. I feel like she has probably the most story of a Fates character. I don't know about character growth. I'd have to play the game again to remember exactly. But I feel like she's people can have differing opinions, but like I think objectively, not subjectively, but objectively, I think Azura is probably the best character, or at least the most developed character in Fates. Also, like a big wave to push kind of like a big wave to push everyone off. Either that or like, I don't know if it would just push them, kind of like Kyogre, the Pokemon in Smash. Like whenever you get a Kyogre, when you throw a Pokeball, he just pushes people. So I don't know if it would just push people or if it would damage them as well. Maybe it does both. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't actually played Warriors, so maybe I should play Warriors because Azura isn't that, isn't she? Huh. Maybe one day I'll play Warriors. It's always fun to speculate about like what somebody could be if they were in a game. But like, objectively, dude, that word is music to my ears. Yeah, some people don't always know the difference between objectively and subjectively. I'm guessing JD is you, JD Watts. I don't know who Murin is. I'm assuming Murin's somebody from the stream, so I'll just accept them. Usually I only accept somebody if they have Azura as their main character or if they have somebody that I would love to use occasionally. Oh, this Ash is really nice. +3 rearmed leaf. That's actually really nice too. No pressure to add, but I sent my requests. You are Murin? Okay, I did. I assumed it was somebody from the stream because it came after JD, and JD is somebody in the stream. And I know I had 3 before this. She's in Warriors, but she's only unlockable if you buy the Fates DLC pack for the game. Oh, hey, just Murin, you're right here. You're the first person to show up. That would make sense. I would obviously buy the Fates DLC pack if I get. The only reason I would play Warriors is for Azura, is to play as Azura or however Warriors works, or play with or as an ally. I don't know. I haven't actually seen anybody play. I saw the Game Grumps videos for the beginning of Warriors, but that's the only thing I know about Warriors. Which whenever I watched them play it, like the clips or whatever I've seen of it, I didn't even realize it was a Fire Emblem game. I love Ash. Ash is pretty cool. He's not my favorite character, but of the male characters in Three Houses, I'd say he's probably third. I think Dedue's my favorite, and then Dimitri, and then Ash, and then Ignatz, and then maybe Sylvain. I don't know. Warriors is pretty fun. I mean, it looks like it could be fun. I would be down to play it, but I can't. I don't really want to afford to buy it right now, so I'd have to wait until I can actually buy it before I plan on buying it. Yeah, no, that's Warriors would be fun to play, I think. But yeah, I feel like Azura's gotten robbed quite a few times, not just in other games, but also in Heroes, because there's been like multiple summer banners where there could have been opportunity for her. Didn't you add me a little while back? I believe so. You're just Fern in here, aren't you? Can I search? No. This person's name is Levitine, and they have a plus in Levitine. But yeah, obviously, like, I'll accept somebody's friend. Like, look, this is just a basic New Year's Azura, but they have Azura as their main person, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Duh. Fern, I'm pretty sure I did. Azura has been shafted many times in favor of and Camilla, and yeah, mainly Camilla. Fraco. Huh. Fraco is another person who's uploaded stuff, Fire Emblem stuff, named Lord Fraco, I don't know how. I think it's Fraco. I don't recall them uploading anything in a little bit. I just remembered that. Hang on. I need to look them up now. Have they just uploaded stuff and I haven't realized it? Because that's somebody I used to, like, one of the first people I've interacted with. Franco, what? I think. There we go. When was the last time? Oh, it's been almost a year since he's uploaded something. Okay, I haven't seen him in a little bit. Hope he's doing all right. But anyways, he was last played 5 hours ago, so he's at least doing all right. But he hasn't done anything on YouTube in a little bit. Yeah, it was Lord Fraco at first, but then he changed it to Summoner Fraco. I remember that when I was searching for him, so I swapped to that instead. Is there an anime for Fire Emblem? No. There was an old cartoon for the game with Marth a while ago, but I don't think it was very highly regarded. People would love an anime for Fire Emblem, but I don't think they've done that yet. I'm pretty sure I have you, Fern. Glitter Valkyrie, Promise. There's my alt account. Yeah, my alt account. I don't think it's the same one that I had the 2 New Year's Azuras on, because I think that one I'd never saved it. So it was a very, very old anime in Japanese for the first game in the series, but nothing ever since. Yeah. I could have sworn I had you, Fern. Unless you changed your name and I passed over you and I didn't realize it. But if I'm on your friends list, which Fern, it'll be this Azura. It's hard to mistake this Azura, especially with the cow or the pirate hat. No, I would love it if there was an anime for Fire Emblem, especially if it's one that involved some of my favorite characters. Obviously, most likely not going to be Azura because she's from Fates, and it was a pretty popular game. But like, it's not as popular anymore. Like, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just recency because like for a while they were mostly doing Fates characters in this game. I think it was just recency stuff, which is why they. But anyway, Fates was okay. Like generally accepted as an okay game. It's probably one of the worst Fire Emblem games in most people's opinions because the story in general. A Three Houses anime would be sick. Three Houses would honestly be a really good anime. As long as it depends on what route they take, but most likely the canon route would probably, I don't know. I feel like because you'd have to side with one of the house leaders, and maybe you would side with Edelgard and then just go with the church for it, or maybe they would have 3-4 different seasons for every different route. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool. I think it would be cool if they had the same studio as Sword Art Online and Grimgar. The watercolor backgrounds that they specialize in, I think, would fit well with the art I've seen in Fire Emblem. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know much of that. Sent your request with my Carla. Nice. Let's check out this guy. Holy cow. I see somebody else foddered off a fallen Byleth to their potentially favorite character. Nice. Obviously, we will accept that. Because that's almost the same skill set as my Azura, or like build as my Azura. Nice. I do like Carla a lot. Carla's a unit that I would love to plus 10 to, but she's very low on that list of who I want to plus 10. Where's my Carla? She's up here. Because I've gotten quite a few Carlas, so she's plus 4. So I would love to plus 10 Carla at some point, but most likely just like randomly. I don't think specifically. The problem with Fates is that it's between Awakening and Three Houses, which are seen as two of the most successful games. True. The closest thing to a canon route in Three Houses is the Blue Lions route. So if they ever do a Three Houses anime and solely one route, it would. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say Blue Lions, but I didn't want to be biased towards it because Blue Lions is my favorite route, and it's really the only route that I've actually completed. But as well, Blue Lions. It's also the only route where you can recruit one of the opposing house leaders as retainer, because you can recruit Hilda from the Golden Deer, and then it's also the only route in which everybody can survive except for Edelgard and Hubert. I'm pretty sure Hubert dies anyways, because if you go the Golden Deer route, Dimitri just dies off screen after a fight you just had with Dimitri. You don't even see him die, which is kind of dumb. And then Edelgard obviously dies, and then Dedue dies, I'm pretty sure, too, because you have to fight Dedue or whatever. I don't know. I never finished Golden Deer. Hubert dies. And then if you play Black Eagles, Dimitri has to die. Dedue has to die. Claude doesn't have to die, but you can kill him, because my brother played Black Eagles, and he mentioned that. But with Blue Lions, Claude, you don't kill. I don't think you even have the option to kill Claude. He just leaves after you beat him or help him or whatever. And then the only people that have to die are Edelgard and Hubert. Blue Lions is probably the best route, like overall, and it's the only one where Dimitri gets redemption for himself. Grimgar was a 12-episode series that was basically an offshoot of D&D with the classic fantasy party with the various classes. It's an absolute delight with smooth animation and great characters. Now I need to look up Grimgar to see how that looks, because I've never heard of Grimgar. Maybe I have seen stuff from Grimgar. Oh, actually, Grimgar actually looks really nice. Oh, I see what you mean by the watercolor backgrounds now. Yeah, that would actually suit Fire Emblem pretty well. I don't know about the entire time, but like a lot of the time. I'll text you some photos of it. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. You can if you want to. I'm not going to say to not do that just because I'm looking at some, but like I can see. It looks like a nice anime. It looks visually appealing, anyways. Those backgrounds do look really nice. In Blue Lions, there's an entire chapter involving helping out Claude and the Alliance, plus it has the fewest casualties and overall have probably the most bright ending to it. Although, Felix's dad does die in that one too. But because of his death, that's whenever Dimitri finally sees stops being so angry and actually redeems himself. So I did forget about Felix's dad, which is unfortunate that he dies because I did like him. But, like, that's not one that you kill. He just, or as a result of you, whatever. It looks really good. You adore it. Yeah, it does look really good. It's one of the best isekai next to Log Horizon. Yeah, Blue Lions is probably... I don't know if they would pick a canon route for that. I feel like they might choose one of them for a season, and then people would get upset that they didn't do others, so then they would come back for other seasons for the other routes. Rip Rodrigue, yeah. He was a good guy, but his death actually meant something on because it brought Dimitri back to the light side. The Golden Deer route, though, you do find out more about like the backstory behind the church and stuff like that. So that one has more story to it. But like the ending overall, I feel like Blue Lions has the best ending. I don't know. I don't even know what the Golden Deer ending is. Although I'm pretty sure it's in Golden Deer whenever Death Knight nukes a town. So that's probably not the best ending to have or one of the best results to have because that didn't happen in Blue Lions. I really liked Rodrigue, but hated Felix because he was mean to do. Yeah, Felix was... He had some redemptive qualities if you did the support conversations with him. With other characters too, but like generally Felix was and I didn't understand why so many people liked Felix because in Choose Your Legends, this past Choose Your Legends, he was in top 5. I think he was actually number 3 or 4. I don't know why. Felix of all people. But he was. But yeah, I like Dedue is my second favorite Three Houses character. My favorite male Dedue Three Houses character. Which is probably one reason why it's not the most fun for me to play the other routes because there's no way for me to get Dedue. Meanwhile, I can always get Mercedes in any route because she's just a regular student. Felix is overrated. I agree with that. Like I didn't even know he was so overrated until the Choose Your Legends results from this past year. I'm like, why is Felix so high? Same with Bernadetta and Lysithea. I feel like they're overrated as well. I don't know why Lysithea of all people won the first Three Houses Choose Your Legends, or I guess came second. Bernie and Felix was in third place during this year's CYL for the males and females. Yeah, I don't understand why Bernadetta... I feel like she's underrated. Like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to Bernadetta, and that's probably why she was ranked so high. But, like... I don't know why so many people like Bernadetta. She's just a scared little girl who just hides in her room most of the time. At least in the academy phase. I didn't really use Bernadetta a whole lot. So I didn't really get many of her support conversations. So maybe there's something I don't know about, and that's why people like her so much. But like Marianne made sense to me because she was a good character. I don't know why Dorothea... I felt like Dorothea would have been the most likely candidate other than Three Houses leaders and any other like main characters to have been Choose Your Legends material. But Dorothea, nowhere near. Like, I feel like... I thought Dorothea would have been ranked higher, but she wasn't ranked as high as like Lysithea and Bernadetta. Lysithea is my favorite girl from Three Houses, but I was so relieved with when Bernadetta lost. Yeah. Like, I can see why people like Lysithea, but she's also like really young in the academy phase. Like barely an adult in the war phase. Because she's the youngest student, which is, I think that's why I never really understood the Lysithea craze. Because she's literally 13 in the academy phase. It would still surprise me that Dorothea has 3 alts and yet no bait. Yeah, that too. So what's Three Houses? Three Houses, Fire Emblem Three Houses is one of the most recent games. It was like, I think it was the most popular Fire Emblem game in recent years. I feel like it was more popular than Awakening. So it's a Fire Emblem game. Three Houses is like its title because they're all like Fire Emblem and then the title. So Three Houses was a couple of Fire Emblem games ago. And Fire Emblem Engage was the most recent one that came out earlier this year, I believe. And Three Houses was 2019, I believe. Maybe 2018. No, 2019. Yeah, because of the Choose Your Legend stuff, but whatever. So Three Houses, I believe, was 2019 when it came out. And the story was really good. It had three different routes you could take, which was actually four, because if you chose one route, which was the bad guy route, technically not really, but kind of depending on your viewpoint, you could also break off from the bad guys before you fully commit to them. So there's technically a fourth route where you join the almost neutral route, where you're not actually sided with any of the house leaders. So there's three different routes, and I think that's the main reason why people liked Three Houses so much, was because of the three different routes. Like there's three whole different stories instead of one linear story like every other Fire Emblem game. I think I love Lysithea so much because she's an ode to Cordelia, my favorite Effie character overall. Yeah, I don't like her waifu reasons. Oh, I don't like her for waifu reasons. Too young. Gotcha. She's an ode to Cordelia? How's she an ode to Cordelia? I didn't even know that. Because Cordelia is my third or fourth favorite Fire Emblem character overall. I don't know if I have Chloe higher than her or not. That's why I say third or fourth. But yeah, how is she an ode to Cordelia? I never heard of that before. But yeah, in the beginning of the game in Three Houses, you can pick to go with either the Black Eagles, which is Edelgard, which is a girl, a blonde girl, or you can go with the Blue Lions, with a guy. His name is Dimitri. He's a blonde guy. Or you could go with the Golden Deer, with a guy. He's a brunette guy with darker skin. I guess the skin kind of doesn't matter. So white girl, blonde hair. Well, white hair, I guess. White guy, blonde hair. And then, like, not really darker. Like, he kind of, like... He's not, like, dark skin. He's got darker skin. He's kind of like Middle Eastern type skin. He's a little whiter in this game than he is. Or, no. Okay, this is... Yeah, he's got, like, darker skin. Like, not, like, dark skin, but whatever. Point is, this is Claude. He's the Golden Deer house leader. Can pick with him, and then... Yeah, and then the Black Eagles are the bad guy route. So, like, before the halfway point in the game, you can choose to break off from them. And then you can just side with the church, which is, like, the whole, like, the building that you're going to or whatever. Her last name is Von Ordelia, and she's a perfectionist that puts too much pressure on herself. Similar. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that was why they did that. Bronze. Yeah, I guess he's kind of like got bronze skin. So he's not black, but he's like kind of like Middle Eastern. Like he's naturally his race. I don't know. I don't even know what race he is. I just know he has bronze skin. In Japanese, Lysithea is called Von or Cordelia. Oh, okay. Like, I didn't know that at all. Like, honestly, I like Cordelia a lot. I did not know that. I didn't even realize. Wait, where is Lysithea? She's a red unit. She's all the way up here. Does it say her Count Ordelia? Okay, I didn't even connect the dots. Like, you take out the ount and it's just Cordelia, daughter of Cordelia. Fun fact: Claude's real name is Khalid. That is true. His real name is Khalid. Khalid. I don't know how it's pronounced. I never actually got that far in the Golden Deer route. But yeah, his real name, Claude is not his real name. It's just the name that he goes by for the majority of the game. A determined high achiever who hates being treated like a child. And then we go to Cordelia. She's down here. Humble and supremely talented. Okay, so Lysithea is not exactly humble, but she is supremely talented, and she's a hard worker like Cordelia. Yeah, Cordelia is very... I feel like I could see how Lysithea is an ode to Cordelia, but she's not like a copy of Cordelia. So, like, she doesn't have the same personality as Cordelia. She works hard like Cordelia, and has a relation to the name. Do you have a wife who doesn't have to be from Fire Emblem? I mean, waifu is like a strong term, like somebody I consider to be my wife. Okay, like it's the Japanese word for wife. Like obsessing over a character, no. Depends on the context, I guess. Because Azura, I do kind of obsess over in this game, but like outside of this game, I don't really obsess over her really. I guess the closest you could consider to that is definitely Azura. Or even Mikasa in Attack on Titan, but again, only in the context of their their media. So like only in Attack on Titan stuff would I obsess over Mikasa, and then only in Fire Emblem media I would obsess over Azura. So like I don't exactly have a waifu like somebody I would devote like a lot of stuff to, I guess. I don't know. Which honestly, the fact that Claude has an alias fits his personality well. Yes. Yeah, it really does, because Claude is definitely like he's a schemer. I need to do more Fire Emblem Heroes streams, I think maybe for a little bit I might just stream Fire Emblem Heroes and just talk about Fire Emblem in general on Tuesdays, because I'm kind of burnt out of demotivated, I guess, of the Engage run I was going with, the Only Mages run. I don't know. It just seemed like it was too easy. But yeah, I just have a waifu for the meme of it, so I got you. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, not really for the meme of it for me. Like, it's just kind of like how it happened, but like not anybody. I just checked and I do have you added. Okay, so I must have just gone over your name or something, and I missed it. But yeah, the Engage run kind of like demotivated from, I don't know, because it just seemed too easy. So because I could just boot it up right now. Also, my computer doesn't run the emulator too well whenever I'm playing that game. So like sometimes it'll lag, and that's also something that's a little demotivating for it. So, but I do want to do more Fire Emblem stuff. I want to try and keep Tuesdays to Fire Emblem whenever I can stream on Tuesdays, because I can't always stream on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday I should be able to. Well, actually, I don't know, because currently I'm house sitting. That's why I've got the green screen behind me. I will go back home on Tuesday. I don't know what time on Tuesday I am going back home. So I may or may not be able to stream next week. And then the week after that, I should be able to. I don't know. Yum from Grimgar's Mine. I like her design and her voice actress. I believe... Where is it? This image right here. Wallpaper, Yum character. No, I don't want to drag and drop or whatever. Why was this one of the first things that showed up is just a picture of her rear end? Like, what the heck? Like, I obviously I don't think that's why you like Yum, because you said her character design and voice actress. But like, clearly some people like her in different ways than you like her. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed, but I'd love to catch more streams from you. When do you normally stream? On YouTube, I try to stream on Tuesdays when I can, which is like usually I start around 7. It's a famous shot from the show. I would believe it, considering how prevalent it was. Just one of the first things. Now you're going to watch it. But yeah, normally I stream on Tuesdays, like usually from 7 to 10-ish, or 6 to 9, or 6 to 10, or 7 to 9, or whatever, however I feel, for Fire Emblem. But on Twitch, I normally try to stream on not weekends, but like whenever I can in the evenings, depending on, usually whenever I stream, I usually try to start streaming around 7. But on Twitch, if I can, I'll stream on Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays or Mondays. Pretty much any day but Tuesday and Wednesday. But I can't always stream on those every single day of those. Like a lot of, especially during the summer, a lot of Saturdays and Fridays I won't be able to. And just in general, a lot of Sundays and Mondays I won't be able to. So Thursday, well, okay, for the next few weeks, Thursday is also going to be pretty iffy. Especially this Thursday I won't be able to. Next Thursday I won't be able to. For Twitch. But Twitch doesn't matter because we're on YouTube right now. But usually on Tuesdays, if I can, I will stream something. Weekly chill face streams would be nice. You could do some quests or level up some units being needed to level up while answering questions from the chat. That's true. I didn't think about that. Usually whenever I level things up, I just wait for a certain Forging Bonds to show up, and then I throw on my good old Forging Bonds team, which is this one right now, even though these guys are already leveled up and have plenty of SP, so I need to swap them out. And then I just go like a good old-fashioned auto battle because I have Fey Pass. That's usually how I level up. But you know what? If I could always just do that on stream and like still do forging bonds or the training tower or something like that, and make it more like thought out and stuff. But yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, maybe sometime. I think I might end the stream here though, because I've been streaming for just about 3 hours, and at the moment I have been waking up super early because the person I'm house sitting for, their dogs get up pretty early. So sometimes I'll be able to sleep in until like almost 8, because lately they haven't cared as much. But other days it's a lot earlier. So lately I have not been staying up too late. All right, I try not to anyways. But yeah, hopefully I'll try to leave like early afternoon next Tuesday and head home. So then I'll have plenty of time to set my stuff back up. So then I can stream this again, or stream again on next Tuesday. That's what I'll try to do, because I don't know how many Tuesdays for the next couple months I'll be able to stream. But yeah, I think that'll probably do it for now. I would like to do this again though, because this was honestly fun. The beginning of the stream was mostly just me showing off my barracks, but I did enjoy talking about the barracks, talking about some of the units, talking with you guys, and just talking about firemen and all this stuff in general. It was fun / chill. Thank you for streaming. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. Yeah, thanks for coming. Hopefully, I hope you'll be able to catch them too. Have a good night to you too, Alaniver. I hope you have a good restful night, because I know I have to get up really early. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.